Georgia, and voters have a few more hours left to cast a ballot. WSB's Graham Carroll is visiting Metro Atlanta polling locations today, talking to voters.
I've heard from voters in Gwinnett and DeKalb counties, everyone expressing strong interest in casting a vote for governor. In that race, it is possible both the Democratic and Republican primaries could end up in a runoff. I spoke to Ryan in Chamblee. He says other races are just as important.
Stuff like judges obviously isn't very exciting, but as we've seen in the political process the last couple of years, can be utterly critical all throughout the system.
Everyone I talked to said the voting process was easy. They were in and out in just a matter of minutes. Poll workers think the overall numbers will be a little higher than a typical primary by the time polls close at 7 o'clock.
There have been reports of some technical issues at a few polling locations in Cobb County today. Our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We will have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, or 2026 election station. It is 88 degrees in Atlanta when we could be dodging some showers or storms. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Happening now, Emory University Hospital is breaking ground this hour on a new center focusing on transmission of airborne diseases.
This is the first of its kind in the U.S., a research unit dedicated to studying human-to-human transmission of respiratory pathogens. Emory's Dr. Seema Lakdawala says they'll first study flu starting in June.
One of the things we're focused on is interventions, right? How do we stop the spread of respiratory viruses? And so influenza is one of our biggest ones, known to cause pandemics.
And she says currently we don't have a good way of measuring transmission of viruses between people and what interventions are most effective. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An American missionary doctor is being treated for Ebola. He's identified as Dr. Peter Stafford. One of his colleagues, Dr. Scott Myrie, spoke to Stafford shortly after the diagnosis.
He's sick. He developed symptoms a couple of days ago. That it was probably on day 8 after his exposure during surgery of a very sick patient who subsequently died.
The State Department is warning against travel to several nations experiencing a growing Ebola outbreak, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Uganda. Morgan Falls Overlook Park is closed due to a police investigation. We are working to learn more about what's going on. The park is located at 200 Morgan Falls Road. Sandy Springs police are telling people to avoid that area. A high school student has minor injuries after she shot while waiting for her school bus in DeKalb County this morning. Police say the shooting happened just before 8 a.m. at Stone Mill Drive and Juliet Road. The DeKalb County School District says the girl attends Stone Mountain High School. The shooting is under investigation and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. A new snapshot of the housing market shows pending home sales rising more than expected in April. The National Association of Realtors says the number of homes under contract increased 1.4% last month. Stephen Cates with Bankrate says the South is doing better than other parts of the country.
The South overall is seeing the highest growth rate of any of the 4 U.S. regions at about 4.7%.
It's about half of that here in Metro Atlanta. And we have an update now on some breaking news from Sandy Springs. Just in from Sandy Springs Police, officers investigating reports of a suspicious person at Overlook Park. They received a call about a man dressed in military-style gear, and that person reportedly went into the woods after a dispute with someone else. Another 911 caller reports hearing possible gunshots in the area. Police say at this time no injuries were reported, but police activity continues in the area. It is now 3:03. And the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Chip Canales.
Getting extra busy making your way out of downtown and into South Atlanta. That's all due to construction on the downtown connector, 7585 southbound at I-20, exit 247. You got the crews working in one left lane as you're rolling into South Atlanta, but that's having a ripple effect. You got delays all the way stretched back I-85 all the way to Georgia 400 in the opposite direction coming out of South Atlanta into downtown. You got volume 7585 northbound. That's starting just before University Avenue. You're on and off the brakes until around North Avenue. From the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Hot and humid today with partly cloudy skies, high 91. Lows tonight in the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms, highs in the upper 80s. Thursday, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up storms, highs in the mid to upper 80s.
It's 89 in Conyers and Palmetto, 85 in Woodstock. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. A little bit late there. Missed the drop. I hope that's not foreshadowing of the kind of radio show we're going to have on this Tuesday afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia. But I was talking to my friend Tim Andrews and didn't have my headphones on, so I missed the jump. But that's it, folks.
My bad.
I didn't mean to blame you, but let's face it.
I'll accept the blame.
It's all your fault. I'm surrounded by my doctrinaires. They're mine. They're not yours. If you're lucky on a good day, I share them with you. So you're welcome. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. We're all here.
Yay!
Vody McBragger.
Yeah, Vody McBragger over here, who's wearing his I voted sticker.
I'm important.
Look at that peach. You know what it means when it's stuck to my chest? I'm better than you.
That's right.
I voted.
I voted on Election Day. I was proud of it, and I'm so happy I finally came to my decision.
Mean? What does that mean? That you actually voted on Election Day meant you were more willing to stand in line than others, and that makes you better than them? Or was there no line?
There was no line. It was so easy. I was in and out within 5 minutes. The poll workers were really nice today.
Oh.
A little surprised when I asked for Republican ballot, but that's okay.
Given
Jared,
where.
why do you reveal that?
Well,
fine.
they asked.
It's private.
I don't mind.
Well, it's not private in the room. That's the point. They ask you out loud. Hey, what are you? And you got to identify yourself. Yeah. Hey, okay. Go over there in the corner.
Wig. Can I have the wig ballot?
Yes, please.
There's 3 different ballots. There's because it's primaries. It's Republican, Democrat, and non-affiliated. Nonpartisan. And the only reason they have the nonpartisan one is because I don't know how. Do they do this all the time? For some ridiculous reason, within this primary, for judges, there's a general election.
Yes.
So you have to have a place for people who aren't in one of the 2 parties to go vote for the judges, right? So on the primary ballot, you get your primary stuff, and then you have your judges' general election. Why
At the
is
very
that?
bottom. I have no idea why.
Did it just work out that way in some kind of weird twist this year?
We asked Bill Crane about that last week, but I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, me either.
Hey, wait a minute.
I do remember asking the question.
Yeah.
But I tend to, my mind wanders when anybody else is speaking other than myself on this show.
I can relate.
So I'm not saying that I'm not a good listener.
What?
I'm just, You guys have to listen.
That's why I got down there to Georgia. We got to elect these nonpartisan liberal judges. Here's a couple $1 million in advertising.
Did Obama come in for any of the judges here? Or
Yeah,
the
two nonpartisan Democrats.
Yeah, I saw a commercial. I didn't hear the commercial. I saw the commercial on the monitor yesterday of the 2 judges, and they were doing their commercial together.
Yeah.
Kamala also was very active, trying to get people to vote for the nonpartisan liberal judge.
We're trying to win this, Kamala.
Come on, we've got to vote.
Why don't you go back to California?
Okay.
Let the winners decide.
She's always usually once Kamala chimes in, you can just go home. You know who the winner is.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, you're just like that magic touch.
I've got the magic touch, and I love to touch it.
That's hilarious. Isn't it hilarious? I understand why she's laughing at everything. It's nice to have your point
I'll
of view.
take another glass.
Everything is.
Heavy pour this time, honey.
I wonder how much of a wine mom she is. She does have that sort of wine mom feel to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you don't like the politics, but she might be fun having wine later on around the pool or something.
Wine.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah. Remember I told you I knew that guy who was her Secret Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he probably got fired.
For telling secrets to his friend. Which, hey, listen. By the way,
well,
she'll be appearing at such and such at such and such time.
He was trying to get some,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
was
so
he?
I'm sure he was revealing too much.
Wait a minute! You could have gotten a job with that James O'Keefe.
Yeah,
that's what he does. He gets people horny on dates, and he has people stand in. So whether sometimes they're hetero, sometimes they're homosexual, but he gets people to stand in, get them a little bit drunk, and make them think that they're going to get laid.
There's a UFO under the White House.
They just start revealing stuff. So, listen, that was your ticket out of poverty. I don't know why you didn't jump on that.
Like I said, I don't know if he's still doing it or not.
Oh.
Remember that something happened with her? I
remember was that the one where the one lady beat up some other lady. Do you remember that? There was like a few years ago. There was one of these Secret Service people, and somebody beat somebody up over some sort of love triangle or something, as I recall. But there's been so much news coming out of D.C. since then. It's just been it's like a landfill of news. Unlike that guy who lost the hard drive with his $9 billion of Bitcoin, and remember he paid to be able to sift through the landfill. And he didn't find it.
Of course not.
So that's what, to me, the news over the last 10 years since the mighty one came down the escalator. The news has been so fast and so furious that to try to think back on something that happened is like being that guy trying to sift through a landfill. I know it's in here somewhere. Some Secret Service agent punched somebody else. It was like on the tarmac. It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it says here that while waiting at the airbase for a flight, the agent began speaking incoherently and pushed another special agent in charge and provoked other officers.
Oh, that's right. So it was just a meltdown situation.
Seems like it.
Maybe the night before, some hallucinogens were taken in, and so I got tomorrow off. So that's the worst part. You think you have tomorrow off. That's a good time to take a drug that takes 12 to 16 hours to get out of here.
Like Vita Blue, that pitcher.
Wasn't Vita Blue?
No, it was Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis.
The guy from the Athletics, right?
Yeah, Doc Ellis. He took acid,
You know this
didn't know
story?
he had to pitch.
I do know this story, yes.
Yeah, he had like a mistress in town or something, like wherever they were. I don't know if he was at home. He may have been at home, but he was with his girlfriend or somebody. And, she gave him LSD, and he thought he had the next day off. Although, even when you have the next day off, as a pitcher, you still have to show up and sit there.
Well,
right?
he pitched while he was tripping.
No, I know that, but I mean, even in the idea that I'll trip because I don't have to pitch tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, then
you
sitting there.
You still have to show up,
Hey, you still have
right?
to hang out and talk to your teammates.
So, but anyway, he takes it, and then a couple hours later, it's like, hey, where are you? You're pitching tonight. And he went and didn't he pitch a perfect game?
I think he had a no-hitter.
A no-hitter.
It wasn't a perfect game.
There's a great animation where he's narrating, and they probably just took it from an interview, and he's talking about the whole thing, and it's really, really, especially if you've ever experienced that particular thing before, what he was talking about as the game went on, and he was pitching a no-hitter, but there's a few people left. He started saying that he could feel like the emotions of the players that were behind him, and he could feel all of this stuff coming in. But yeah, he pitched a no-hitter. So, you know what? Hey, look. If,
and now
take LSD and go out there and become a superstar.
MLB pitchers have been taking LSD since then.
And why wouldn't you? It's proof of concept. Who was I watching? The Braves had a game on, was it Sunday? Was a couple of things. I think they just beat the hell out of the Red Sox. It was like 6-1 or 7-1, something like that. And there's that pitcher. I don't know his name, but he's got the those gorgeous Kenny G locks, those ringlets.
Oh, you're talking about Grant Holmes.
Grant Holmes, yeah. And he had a great. I found it just as it was over, so it was like post game. And I saw a couple of things. One thing I saw. What, you just take a look
at his hair. He's got some great locks.
But I was in Roswell, and we got a little bit of rain on Sunday eventually. But it was amazing to me, while this game was going on at Truist Park, there was rain and hail. And I was in Roswell, and we had neither of those at the same time.
Wow. Weather.
Hey, what are you going to do? It's, except, if it weren't for that weather machine the CIA has, they keep an eye on it, right, George?
Exactly.
That's right. They were probably Red Sox fans. They were trying to.
They're Roswell fans.
That's right. Exactly. Make it.
Keeping it dry.
Keep it. Hey, I would like a little more wet. I got to say. Okay. Overall, my entire life, more moisture. How are we doing in the drought? We got some rain, but now it's been a couple of days.
Still pretty bad.
Still pretty dry.
We need.
We're dry here too.
Oh, look, she's trying to get it. She's like, you guys are the only people who are dry.
I'm dry too.
Our tobacco farms are suffering.
You don't have to one-up
My retention pond is empty. The blue heron is hungry.
Well, it doesn't matter. They've looked at it. They don't care that you're dry. They're building 17 data centers.
Yeah.
It will take 90,000 acres, and you have nothing to say about it.
It's all of our faults.
You're a lowly American citizen, which means the government never has to consult you on anything.
I'm looking at the U.S. drought monitor, and most of North Georgia is still in extreme drought, D3.
D3.
That's right.
But we're
in
still
D3.
allowed. But we're still
D3.
allowed to. I saw
Water our lawns?
Saw a video. Boy, D3. That's usually pretty rough.
I like D3 4.
I mean, fun once you get used to it. But
you can get to 5.
Yeah, you can. It seems it's a lot of elasticity there. Look, we don't need to. We don't need to get into the whole thing. But yes, Autumn, I'm surprised that there's nothing that says that we can't water our lawns at this point. So the reservoirs must be doing all right, I would think.
Maybe they don't want to bother us. Like, we're dealing with a lot.
That's true. Oh, with this whole
Like,
Strait of
let's pick
Hormuz
our
stuff
battles, you know?
going on.
Well, we're not going to do anything yet. I'm just waiting to hear what they have to say.
This is in the cease war against Iran. This is my favorite. I wake up today and President Trump has called off an attack on Iran that, as far as I know, was never called on.
Right.
Like,
Well, I was going to do it. I said no.
I can tell you a million things that I didn't do. I love this administration, the way they're very bold. Like, well, okay, we decided not to do that thing we never said we were going to do because we believe that this round of negotiations is going better. They say this all the time. And then Iran goes, no, we really
Yeah, we're the same place we were.
It's hard to wrap my mind around it. Maybe Iran wants us to start hitting again because I think that they're maybe waiting. They want to see what happens in Kentucky.
You think?
Well, not exactly.
I voted for a Messi.
but I think that they do want to see what his strength is. And that, there are political minds over there that are like, from their point of view, experts on the United States and the governing of the United States and the trends of the United States. First of all, they know for a fact the people aren't behind it, right? So that tells you stretch it out for as long as you can, because the American people have a way of turning on governments that stay at war too long.
Also, our attention spans are so short as it is.
They give us a war in 4 days, and we can handle
that's it.
What war?
Yeah. And so they know that, and they might want to get a look. They might want to get a peek to see, if Trump has complete control of the Republican Party. He certainly showed in, was it Indiana?
Yes.
In the state races there a couple weeks ago, that he does have a lock on most of the party. We'll talk about this with Bill Crane, but of course we're talking about Thomas Massey, who's been a thorn in Trump's side because he's not loyal enough, and he asks questions, and Trump doesn't understand why anybody in Congress doesn't just take what he says and march with it. That's what you're supposed to do, according to Trump. No one's supposed to even question anything that he does. And there's been like $33 million or something thrown into that. I don't know that Massey can make it through that.
It's over $35 million now, Eric.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
$2 million in the last 24 hours.
Well,
Amazing.
I thought I'd do everything I could to turn the country back over to the Democrats.
This is what I'm wondering, and we'll talk to Bill Crane about it. This Thomas Massey has dealt with a lot of money before. He's always won the primary. If he loses the primary, what I'm wondering, because he is known in his district in the general elections and has won them since 2012, is he pissed off enough at Trump at that point to just run as an independent and either win as an independent or split the vote amongst Republicans and put a Democrat in there? I don't know enough about Thomas Massey to know his disposition. I know now because they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him in the last 3 or 4 days. I do know apparently he slept with Lauren Boebert just weeks after his wife died. And then Tim Andrews told me that his junk looks like a pine cone. Where did you read that?
There was a bunch of stuff going around yesterday that it looks like a pine cone. He has a boner phone. That's what he calls his boner phone.
That's all of these things. And apparently
the TSA patted him down, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, you're touching the pine cone."
Okay, so he had a joke about that. Doesn't mean that's what it looks like.
Yeah, because if it looked like that, wouldn't that be like syphilis?
Yes, no. You would have something that needed to be cured.
Not the bumps, but the shape. It tapers.
The juicy pine cone. Yeah,
are you saying
rocket ship?
Are you saying it's more girth than length?
Well, it must go smaller
base.
at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you got. See, we're talking about this because Trump thinks he's disloyal. If Trump thought
Get
he
the
was
pine cone
loyal,
thing out there.
we wouldn't have any idea of what his genitalia looks like.
No, we wouldn't know.
We still don't know. Let's say we still don't.
I believe it.
Let's ask Lauren Boebert. Remember, Core MAGA didn't care that Lauren Boebert was giving out sexual favors in a theater during a performance when they liked her. It was like, hey, what's the matter with you? What are you, a traitor? Why would you question Lauren? But I guess she was somewhat disloyal along the lines. What is she? 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Boebert.
She's kind of just like, I mean, against the Iran war. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
So she's kind of where Marjorie Taylor Greene went, but not as far.
Exactly.
And so this is the way it works out. If Core MAGA thinks that you're loyal, it's okay to pass out sexual favors in public in a theater while there's a show going on. But if Core MAGA turns on you, just having consensual sex with somebody is a reason not to vote for you.
Take that home.
That makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? It was only 3 weeks after his wife. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't.
Hey, man, he needed some consoling.
Hey, that's
and,
what happens.
You know, arm around his shoulder. That led to.
And it is an allegation, right? We don't know whether or not this happened.
We know for sure. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She's married, right?
Yeah, that didn't stop anybody.
No, of course. But I'm just saying that they have a bit of a trouble. Is she married? She wasn't with her husband in that theater, was she?
I think
maybe she's broke up with her husband along the way somewhere.
She was married, but not anymore.
Yeah.
She should get with Kristi Noem's husband. Now she just needs to, bimbo fire.
Who did I see talking about that? I don't know. It might have been. I can't remember. It's not my thought. I'm trying to source who it was, but I saw somebody, a comedian, just talking about just the other day that that would have been a story for an entire summer. Like the fact that the husband of someone like that who was so controversial liked to put on huge, ridiculous fake boobs and be called a bimbo and all that. Yeah. Like that would be a story for 3, 4. Now the stuff is coming at us like a fire hose. Like people barely remember that happened. Like what, a month ago?
It was a 1-day story.
That is insane.
1-day story. That's how quick it went through.
I mean, I tell you, I feel bad for that guy because, his life is kind of, where's he ever going to go that someone isn't going to have a joke? It's like with Mike Vrabel. Like, NFL recognizes that any away stadium he walks into, he's going to hear it from the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
There'll
be signs.
The whole time. The whole time. It's not going to end. Would it be just for one season and then people will go, okay, that was last season? Or is it just going to go on for the rest of his career? I guess like anything else, the fire hose will just even it out and people forget.
In his division, people will remember it forever because every team in that division hates the Patriots.
Right. Well, everybody hates the Patriots.
I know, but especially
except for people from New England.
Bills, Jets fans, absolutely.
Because they're jealous.
Yeah.
Everybody hates the Patriots because we wish that our teams would figure out a way to cheat so they can win so many things. It's not that we're morale. Like when people get down on the Patriots, I really think other fan bases, they got this gate, that gate. Aaron Hernandez killed a man of cold blood. All of this kind of stuff. But what it is, and they act like it's a moral thing. Like our teams have morality, and that's why they haven't won like that. But I think in reality, if you pump the truth serum in them, what people are really thinking is, why can't we go find these criminals we need to win?
We need some gang members.
Why can't we bend the rules? Why can't we videotape other teams' practices? Why do we got to play by the rules and lose all the time?
Don't forget they stole Kyle Shanahan's playbook during our Super Bowl.
That one was never. First of all, what happened for the first half?
They decided they didn't want to use it.
Yeah,
and then,
they said,
in the second half, you know what? Now it's time to use it.
I will tell you this, that there was, because the team that I've suffered with for over 40 years, the Bills, are in the same division, and we play the Patriots twice a year. There was a game, and I can't remember the player. I remember the night. I'm pretty sure it was a night that a player that had been really, really hurt, where we were scared. It was like his comeback game, or it was the first time he was seen out of the hospital or something. So it was all this emotion. But I swear to you, it was in Buffalo, and this game, when I was watching it, it seemed to me that Bill Belichick knew every play for the entire night. I don't think that there was one single successful. And I was just thinking on my own. I said, it's like they have our playbook. It's like, even teams that stink, the Cleveland Browns offense, the New York Jets offense, even while they're stinking, they got 5, 6, 7 plays that work a game. This game, it seemed like they knew every play before it was called. And I never looked into that, but
you're probably right.
I don't know. I just, maybe we were just that bad that night.
I'm waiting for my girlfriend to graduate from high school.
It's the only time. Oh yeah, she was like probably 9.
Probably middle school. Yeah,
she was like 9 years old at that point.
Yeah, my future girlfriend.
I have to get my homework done. Like, it's so dumb. Like,
right.
Yeah, that's my future lady.
Yeah.
I don't, because this is like, I think probably.
Will you take me to Five Below?
This might have been 2009 or 2010.
She needs a pool noodle.
But hey, this isn't a sports show.
No, come on. It's primary day. It's a big day today.
Is it a big day? Primary day. Even when I voted, I never voted in primaries.
No?
Yeah. So it's like, I'm like most people when I was voting. Really just the big elections. Not the ones for people who actually would affect my life, like city council. just the ones that would really have almost nothing to do with my life. The presidential... The Senate.
Those are the important ones. That's how we sneak in people that don't represent your state.
That's right, because people like myself.
You jerk, stay home.
Unlike Jared, he gets out there.
Did my research. I was proud of myself.
I don't think you like him, though, Obama. He's what they call a potato-headed conservative.
He's a bitter clinger.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Georgia Power is here for you with quick tips to help you save on your bill this summer. Change your HVAC filter and check vents for flow. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency, but every degree closer helps. Because summer savings mean more to spend on what really matters. Visit georgiapower.com for more energy-saving tips.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. It took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, Your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, it is happening now. Sandy Springs police investigating reports of a suspicious person at Morgan Falls Overlook Park. They received a call about a man dressed in military-style gear, and that person reportedly went into the woods after a dispute with someone else. Another 911 caller reports hearing possible gunshots in the area. Police say no injuries are reported, but police activity continues in that area, and this is impacting nearby Ison Springs Elementary School, which is a voting location. It is primary election day in Georgia.
The actual voting was remarkably painless. There's basically no line, so it's pretty straightforward.
Voters heading to polls to decide who will represent their party in November. This voter in Chamblee says there are some big statewide races he's interested in.
The whole country is watching definitely the Senate race, and anybody that's paying attention knows that the governor's race could be potentially pretty competitive.
Polls are open until 7 tonight. Under Georgia election law, primary candidates must get more than 50% to win their party's nomination. If necessary, runoff elections will take place June 16th. And our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We'll have complete coverage of all the races tonight and results as they come in tomorrow morning on Atlanta's Morning News on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. Vice President J.D. Vance gives an update today on negotiations with Iran to end the war. He says they are still hoping for a diplomatic solution, but he says the end goal remains the same.
We are not going to have a deal that allows the Iranians to have a nuclear weapon. So as the president just told me, we're locked and loaded. We don't want to go down that pathway, but the president is willing and able to go down that pathway if we have to.
Vance says the White House wants to reset the relationship with Iran, but adds it takes two to tango. The NAACP is launching a campaign urging black athletes and supporters to boycott major college athletic programs in southern states over voting rights. The group is announcing its Out of Bounds campaign targeting schools in a number of states, including Georgia. This follows a recent Supreme Court ruling tied to the Voting Rights Act. The NAACP says it weakens black voting representation. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Chip Canales.
That's right. Still keeping an eye on some volume delays as you're making your way into downtown out of Midtown, 75-85 southbound. Those delays start around I-20. You're on and off the brakes. And those delays are stretched all the way to Georgia 400 on I-85 and all the way past Howell Mill Road on I-75. Elsewhere, looking at some volume over on the east side perimeter heading into Clarkston, I-285 southbound. The inner loop, that starts around Highway 78, and those delays are stretched all the way over to I-85. From the TrustL.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today with a high of 91. Lows tonight in the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, dodging a few hit-or-miss rain showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs around 89. Partly cloudy skies on Thursday with pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Right now, 88 in Johns Creek and Douglasville. It's 85 in Fayetteville. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
No hot water, running out halfway through your shower, or dealing with a leak that just won't stop? When plumbing problems hit, you need help fast. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and expert plumbing repairs. Our local plumbers arrive ready to diagnose the issue and fix it right the first time. Get comfort back and problems handled by Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services. Local folks you can trust. Straight answers you can rely on. Powered by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
Anyone on the roads in North Georgia knows that tractor trailers are everywhere. For my friends in the motorcycle community, a distracted big rig could change your life forever. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Steel Horse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks, and they can protect you from big corporations and their armies of lawyers. Steel Horse Law can help you get back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Attention homeowners, your house is leaking money right now. It's not your roof, it's your windows. Old, inefficient windows can cost you thousands and thousands every single year in wasted energy. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, where better windows mean better views and better pricing. And this spring, we're making it easier than ever to fix. Right now, we're doing for a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, free installation, and no payments until 2028. No pressure, no games, just factory direct windows at real numbers. Built to perform and designed to last. So instead of losing money every single month, you'll upgrade once and you'll start saving forever. So go to windowcomfort.com and schedule your no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
And the thing is, for all the hatred, for all the stupid pop songs in the 80s, he's a great drummer. That's what people forget about it.
We need to go back and listen to early Genesis.
How about The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway?
Yes.
Just listen to that and listen to the drums.
Yes.
And he didn't even understand what the hell that was about. He just did his job. He thought Peter Gabriel had lost his mind. He had no idea what that story was about or anything, but he just did his job. And yeah, he had a lot of crappy songs in the 80s, but then people roll that over into, oh, he was not. He was a great, great drummer. And we were talking about this because I think the end of his life has become kind of so sad. You know, and someone like at your age, Jared, you can't even know the fame that this guy had in the 1980s. It was just off the charts. He was probably the most famous person in music if you rate all the way through the 80s.
And king of MTV.
King of everything. Everything he touched went to gold. And then people realized, these songs aren't that good on retrospect. Which is
in my
fine.
lifetime, I've been more exposed to his daughter, Lily Collins, than Phil.
Yes, and she's doing much better than he is. I saw a YouTube video the other day of somebody had gotten his original drum set together or something, and he came in. I thought, oh, this is interesting. He's going to sit behind his original drums. But, I mean, it's just sad. The man can barely walk. You know, he seems, he's old, obviously, like all the rest of them, but he seems 10 years, 15 years older. I think it was all that drumming and hunching over. It messed with his spine, and then it started a bunch of problems. And
because can he walk?
Not without a cane, and he walks very slow.
He can't dance either.
He cannot. He can't walk. He can't dance. And again, the irony of it is insane. And my understanding is he can't feel his fingers or his toes. That must be a horrible way to live. Besides the fact, and here's my last Phil Collins little factoid, in the 80s, because he was doing his solo stuff, so you do a solo record, and then you tour on that, then a Genesis record, tour on that. When that's over, another solo record, tour on that. So through most of the 80s, when he wasn't on stage or doing something in a production studio, he couldn't talk to you, because he had to do so much live singing through those years that he had to always protect his voice. So even back then, when he was the biggest thing in the world, when he wasn't in a TV studio, a recording studio, or on stage, he didn't talk.
I didn't know that.
It's a horrible life. In a way, it's a wonderfully horrible life, which was the sequel to It's a Wonderful Life. People didn't like it.
Yeah, it didn't do as well.
It's a Wonderfully Horrible Life. It's not.
It was rated R.
Things didn't work out in the end.
Well, it was in color. Remember, it was weird.
It was in color.
You want Zuzu's pedals?
Come get them. It was kind of like a lot of people think First Blood still, they kind of lifted the story.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart goes crazy.
And Mary, she left Bedford Falls to go work in Times Square in a peep show booth.
Yes, and then he goes there and he thinks that he's just having a little fun.
Yeah.
And then the thing opens up. It's
Mary. Mary, why you're naked? You're naked.
George.
Here's a 20. Show me what you got. Well, I'll just use this Crisco can.
I thought being a librarian was awful, but this is worse.
Yeah.
I left those days in my past, sweetie pie.
Yeah, she's
You
like,
want me to lasso the
she's
pimp?
like,
lasso the pimp and bring him down.
You know who owned the pimp too was Mr. Potter.
That's right. She was dancing at Potter's
He's like, dance by the light of the moon, yeah.
What did you call me, George? But a disgusting pimp? Well, look at your wife strung out on a pole.
What are you now with a disgusting pimp?
Pull your pants up.
Sentimental hogwash. My favorite line.
Yes.
In all of cinema. Maybe.
All of cinema.
Well, right now, for this moment.
Okay.
That might change in another moment or so.
Okay.
Hee-haw, there comes Sam Wainwright. He's in the next booth.
He's in the donkey shows.
Well, I didn't tell me it had a glory hole.
Yeah, you hear him from a few booths down. That's how he.
You know he's done.
Yeah, at fruition.
Yeah.
Hee-haw.
Well, that sounds like Sam Wainwright. Oh, Mary. Why don't you come home? You could do a show for me.
I'm not going back to that crappy little town. And then
we're empty nesters.
What's the girl's name's like? I only wear this when I don't care.
What's that?
Violet?
Violet. Yeah. Violet. What do you say we go
maybe
feel
she works at the library now.
Oh, yeah, she's totally rehabbed.
Yeah, she goes the other way.
She's totally boring. She did a stint in rehab and learned her lesson. And
I would have expected it out of Violet.
This is why I gave her the money to go to New York City.
Gave her a little seed money. Thought she could kick up some mailbox cash.
This is why the OG one was just so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
It was probably just doing any kind of sequel wasn't a good idea.
That Sam Peckinpah gunfight at the
yeah,
end.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
pretty
Well,
cool.
that's where they get the First Blood stuff out of.
Yeah.
You know,
The car chase. Grind out.
In that like Model T Ford or whatever he was in.
Well, I know what you're thinking. Did I fire 5 or 6? Are you feeling lucky? Well, are you?
Say punk. Punk. All right. None of that actually happened. Maybe somebody listened to me like, oh, I got to find that sequel.
Can make it an AI.
Fantastic.
In a half an hour, you have the whole movie.
Yeah, when are we going to have full movies in AI? They're not nowhere. I was about to say they're not nowhere near that.
Ain't nowhere near that.
No.
There is like a Pixar one that's coming out that is basically all AI.
Oh, everybody's going to love it. There's a story out there where
Pixar is already sort of AI.
They stink.
It's
computer.
CGI. You still have got
CGI.
people behind it, though. So I think that they have a new project coming out.
No, it's going to look like all the other that animated that look that AI has. That's on every thumbnail.
Yeah.
For
bad.
videos, and I mean, I watched one. Talk about a bait and switch. What was it on? Yesterday, I saw the video. Oh, it was supposed to be why the Rolling Stones. None of the Rolling Stones attended Charlie Watts' funeral, and by the thumbnail, it had Mick in the corner, and then Charlie Watts, and then underneath it, in really big letters, he was disgusting. And I'm like, I never knew that about Charlie Watts. I mean, and then you watch the video, and it's nothing about it. The whole thing is about don't hold this against the Rolling Stones. There was nothing they could do about it. They were stuck in America. COVID was going on. They had to start a tour. If they would have gone back to England, they would have had to spend 14 days in whatever. What do they call that? It starts with a Q.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Oh. Remember that? Remember that word? I was trying to put it out of my mind. And so the whole video is just basically the opposite of The Cell.
Yep.
Charlie Watts was a great guy. They knew it. They wanted to be at his funeral. Don't hold it against them. They couldn't do it because of they had to start a tour, and they would have spent 14 days. And it's like, what? Where's the part about he was disgusting? Where's that? that was in big letters.
How come he's not in that new video? If they're going to show them young, why wasn't he?
Because he's not on the song. It's the people who are on the song that are young.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Brian Jones.
Disgusting.
You could
What
say
you're laying down.
He was disgusting.
Bill Wyman wasn't in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just say this about that song. I think it's a really good song. I think it's a fun song. I think it's a song where the oohs stick in your head. But here's a problem that I have. No, this one's more like ooh.
I know, I couldn't help it.
As opposed to the old woo. Those are woos.
Woo, woo.
These are
You're right.
oohs. You got to know the difference between the woos and the oohs.
You're right. You
It's
know?
very important.
It's a big difference.
In the production of that song, and the producer is Mr. Biggie Pants, Andrew Watt. Produces everybody. Tell me if I'm wrong when listening to that song. When it gets to the ooze, doesn't it sound like it pops up in volume?
Yes.
And then that makes it feel like it's just stuck on the rest of the song. I think it's bad production. Well, when you're in the middle of it, you don't really hear it. Oh, this is the beginning, right? Like, but when he's singing like and then they go to the ooze, there's this kind of bump, like a decibel or two in volume, and I think that's bad production. It doesn't seem organic to the rest of the song. Seems like it's slapped on top.
And how come Keith ripped off Michael Jackson, Black or White?
He did not, by the way. That is, now I was going to say something about that, and I'll do it here. That is a variation of a riff that Keith Richards has been using since, I believe, the second to last or last song on the album Undercover. And I can't remember what the name of that song was. But Black and White was lifted from that.
Undercover of the Night?
No.
Okay.
It's later on the album.
Right.
And it's got, here, pull this down. It's got like a and that's on Undercover.
Okay.
And so when you hear it on Black and White, Slash lifted it from the Stones then. But the Stones have been using a variation of it a lot. As a matter of fact, on their first single from their last album, Angry,
it's on
had
there.
a dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I almost feel like Keith is kind of like stuck in that rut a little bit.
Can't figure it out, mate.
But because Michael Jackson is the biggest superstar in the history of superstars, people think that it started with Black and White. But I will challenge you. I can't remember if it's the last song on Undercover or the second to last song is where I first heard that. So Keith needs to get off it. He's been using variations of that one a little too much. You know, he got away with it with the Satisfaction Jumping Jack Flash thing, where he took and turned it into bump bump bum 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 bum. And I think it made him think I can take that Black and White riff and do a million different things to it.
I get used to it.
I'm against it, is what I'm saying as a rock and roll fan.
Today is Election Day. Stay tuned to 95.5 WSB throughout Election Day for the latest. And once the polls close at 7 p.m., join us live till midnight with the latest results, the potential runoffs, and live results from all over Atlanta, reports from all over the state. Then come back Wednesday morning at 5 for What's Next with Atlanta's Morning News, your 2026 election station, 95.5 WSB.
Ever tried to hide stuff and you end up putting it next to some stuff you tried to hide last year? You might be out of room. That's an easy fix. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and get organized.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and to say thank you, they're lowering their service fee to $60 all month long. Dave Baker here. This means now is the perfect time to get your faulty outlets looked at, your HVAC system tuned up, or that small plumbing issue diagnosed before they become major repairs. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted the Coolray name to keep their homes running smoothly. See them on the web at coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Hey, that was our exit. We're gonna miss the first pitch.
Just gotta make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Hired a painting?
Rhino Shield lasts 25 years, backed by warranty.
So protect and beautify your home for decades, not seasons.
At RhinoShieldGA.com.
Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home can be overwhelming. That's why who you work with matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can help you sell your home hassle-free without the stress of putting your home on the market. Trust them to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We found it. It was the last song on Undercover. What's it called? Life is Hell or something? Must be Hell.
It must be hell.
And then Slash heard that, and Black and White became da-na-na-na-na-na. And then, and then Keith's been using it on at least one song per album since.
I think it works every album, right?
It seems to work.
That's right.
This Jared Yamamoto, now there's a new thing with Jared Yamamoto behind the scenes, and I will tear back the tinsel and let you see that, is now when he submits stories to me, especially if they're somewhat local stories, he puts a little editorial flair in there.
Oh.
Like, what's up with this? And then I'll get the headline.
That's cute.
And and I think with this
Thank
one,
you, Otto.
Thank
you. That's what I was going for. I'm like, you know what?
What
if
the hell?
you didn't get a chance to read the headline, I gave a little bit of my input.
A little bit of flavor. A
little cuteness.
Well, I think it was. I think it said "What the hell" before this headline.
What the heck?
Yeah, he won't curse.
What the helly?
What is he, Seinfeld? He won't curse.
I say hell. I'll say hell.
All right, now you're forcing me to reveal that it was "What's up with these MFers?" is what he said.
He used a very, very bad slur.
Yes, he did. So apparently, he's mad because Waymo has this program because they bought Waze with a Z, Waze, and so they have pothole trackers information that states, and they make it available to states. And I guess we just found out that the state of Georgia doesn't tap into it at all.
It's ridiculous.
It doesn't use it. Now, hold on. Listen, because of your
I'm locked and loaded.
Because of your editorial flair, I know that you have an opinion on this. But first thing I have to say is how hard is it to know where the potholes are? I've never thought like they don't know where they are. I've just thought they just aren't fixing them.
Atlanta's got a problem. I mean, I think I agree
Too
with
many
you.
trees.
Yeah, that's one.
Well, the roots get all underneath the roadways.
That does cause problems, but I do think it is nice knowing that if they're going to have these autonomous cars on the road, they should be trying to help.
There's
you
nothing
need to
good
ride
about
in
that.
one.
I was behind one today, and I just thought, man, oh man, if I had
punch it.
No, if I knew that I was dying and there was nothing I could do about it, I would have floored it. I would have smashed that down. They just make me angry. By the way, I'm not advocating that. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
I'm saying if I had nothing to live for, maybe I would do it.
Did you talk about the ones that got trapped in the cul-de-sac?
Yes.
The 800 of them.
Yeah,
that were...
they were 800.
That's right by my neighborhood.
Yeah, because these things. Okay, this is how it goes. All right. We're monitoring all the potholes. Isn't that great? Don't you like us on your roads? We're going to make sure your potholes get. Meanwhile, it's not just potholes. You're monitoring everyone, everywhere, all the time. When is that data going to be used? This is a Ring doorbell that has. This is like 1,000 Ring doorbells that just drive around Atlanta. Constantly surveilling everything that they see.
They report things into APD, and remember
and Waymo does it through video. I guess maybe Elon stuff is kind of behind because I think they were using LiDAR, which is like using light as a radar kind of thing, and it doesn't. But that wouldn't be surveilling you, and it's obviously not as good because the Waymos are out there. But yeah, they're giving all their information to the cops, which is great with the stories they're going to make big, like bad guy got caught because Waymo helped us. Oh, isn't that great?
That hero Waymo.
They don't, the hero may.
Hero
mo. So they're not going to tell you all the other things that, man jailed for 12 hours who didn't do anything because Waymo busted him, turned him in.
Innocent fellow looking for companionship at Piedmont Park.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Your business.
What the heck?
By the way, if it's 2:00 in the morning at Piedmont Park and it's you and a stranger having some fun, the way I look at that is it is consensual.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Don't need Waymo peeking on you.
It's not like your kids are out in the park at 2 in the morning.
Or flock cameras.
It's adult time.
Yeah.
I think that
flock cameras. Just think of that idea, flock. We'll see everything.
Yeah, we'll see our flock.
We'll see everything.
Careful with that word.
I'm being careful.
Talking about Piedmont Park
Flock?
at 2 a.m.
I don't go that far at Piedmont Park.
The pothole posse needs all the
Too many
help.
germs around. The pothole posse.
It needs help.
Does that even exist anymore?
It does. It does exist, but I think Waymos could really supplement and help
Tell
it.
you, if it was the Old West and given their record of achievement, I would love to hear, get out of town, the pothole posse's after. Oh, well, you know what? I can just stay here in the saloon. They're never going to find me.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million, and sweetjames.com.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows that when spring showers are coming down so hard it seems like Mother Nature traded out cats and dogs for lions and bears, you'll be glad you called us to clear your block drains and prevent dangerous power surges so your home can stay safe and comfortable. Plus, with Castile's same-day water heater installs and repairs with no emergency service fees, we work fast to ensure you have all the plumbing and electrical help you need. So book CastileAir.com now and enjoy the comfort of your home without worrying about whatever kind of zoo that's coming down out there.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks? being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, it is happening now. A large police presence at Morgan Falls Overlook Park as Sandy Springs police search for a suspicious person. They are looking for a person dressed in military-style gear. That person went into the woods after a dispute with someone. One caller to 911 reports hearing possible gunshots in the area. Police say there are no injuries reported, but this is impacting nearby Ison Springs Elementary School, which is a voting location for today's primary. Deputy Secretary of State Matthew Tizer saying moments ago voters at that precinct will likely get more time to vote.
We're expecting to hear that they are going to request a 4-hour extension.
Voters do have a few more hours to cast a ballot on primary election day in Georgia. WSB's Graham Carroll is talking to voters.
The races for governor, lieutenant governor, and various seats in Washington have dominated the headlines, but there are other concerns for voters I talked to. One mentioned the race for state agriculture secretary. Another said a homestead exemption was the reason she rode her bike to the polls. And Taisi Sue says just having a voice in the process matters.
I'm an immigrant, and it took me a long time to become a citizen to be able to vote, and I was always very excited about voting when I was growing up in Taiwan.
The polls will be open until 7 o'clock tonight.
There have been some reports of technical issues at a few polling locations in Cobb County today. Our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We will have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta, hot and humid. What days could bring scattered showers or storms? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This just in, the state confirms 3 new cases of measles. The Georgia Department of Public Health says the cases are 3 members of a Metro Atlanta family who had traveled internationally and are not vaccinated. The state is currently working to track down those who may have been exposed. There have already been 5 confirmed cases of measles in Georgia so far this year. Emory University breaks ground today on a new first-of-its-kind research unit in the U.S.
A new 10-bed isolation unit located on the 5th floor of Emory is ground zero for the study of human-to-human transmission of airborne infectious diseases.
And so we've been moving into studying and establishing a human transmission model that is safe and robust so that we can study how the virus is spreading between people in places where we live and work and gather.
Dr. Seema Lakdawala says this unit will help them better understand how viruses are spread through the air and how to mitigate the spread. The first study gets underway in June. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The State Department is warning against travel to several nations experiencing a growing Ebola outbreak. Officials are strongly urging U.S. citizens to avoid visiting the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Uganda for any reason, and they're also recommending people reconsider travel to Rwanda. Foreign passport holders are restricted from entering the U.S. if they have been in Uganda, the Congo, or South Sudan in the last 3 weeks. An American missionary doctor is now receiving treatment for Ebola after operating on a patient in Central Africa. One of Dr. Peter Stafford's colleagues, Dr. Scott Myrie, explains how Ebola spreads.
It's not like COVID. It's not spread through the air. And I think this is a common misconception. Americans panic when they hear Ebola. It's only transmitted through touch, bodily, but any kind of bodily fluid.
There are now over 500 suspected cases and more than 130 deaths that may be connected to this outbreak. A girl is recovering from minor injuries after she shot at her school bus stop in DeKalb County this morning. Police say the shooting happened just before 8 a.m. at Stone Mill Drive and Juliet Road. The DeKalb County School District says the girl attends Stone Mountain High School. The shooting is under investigation and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. New information this hour on the California mosque shooting. The FBI says the two teen suspects behind the deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego were radicalized online. The suspects killed 3 people, including a security guard, before they were found dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Smiling Mark McKay.
Hey, good afternoon, Bill. A big crowd gathered on the north side perimeter, leaving Dunwoody into Sandy Springs. Brake lights past Peachtree Boulevard and Doraville exit 31. It is a bumper-to-bumper ride till you get past Roswell Road and Riverside Drive exit 24. Then only spotty west side perimeter delays leaving I-75 headed into that I-20 work zone. On the jam cam in DeKalb County, we spot a breakdown being tended to in the left lane on 285 eastbound. The outer loop past Flat Shoals exit 48, so delays leaving I-675. With an update on the East Freeway, Chip Canales.
Bit of a slow ride getting away from I-285 on I-20 eastbound. You start getting delays starting around I-285. You're on and off the brakes in that construction zone until after Panola Road. Then it's a smooth ride making your way into Stonecrest and headed into Conyers. You got a construction spot I-20 westbound. That starts just before Highway 138. You got delays starting just before when you reach Sigmund Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustel.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Hot and humid today with partly cloudy skies, high 91. Lows tonight in the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms, highs in the upper 80s. Thursday, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up storms, highs in the mid to upper 80s.
88 in Marietta, 89 in Snellville, 87 in East Point. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiancio, 95.5 WSB.
Get out of here, Smiling Mark. We got work to do. Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. What are you freaking out?
What do they do in the mornings? You know, Smiling comes in here from the morning shift and they just chill and hang out. We do work here during afternoon drive.
As far as I'm concerned, and all the doctrinaires, we go into the mines every day.
That's right.
We don't enjoy this. We want you to enjoy it. We learned a long time.
We sacrifice for you.
Exactly. We know. I mean, for us, this is just pure hell on a daily basis. But we do it in such a way that we hope that you are able to glean joy.
No pain, no gain.
That's right. We take the pain, you get the gain. Am I right? I guess other shows think they have a right to enjoy themselves or something along those lines.
Nope.
We're not like that here. If we don't feel bad, we know our audience is not feeling good. We do something about it. Can I just say this? I have had it up to here. I know this is an audio medium, but you know what I mean. Obviously, if I say I have it up to here, my hands aren't near my ankles, right? You know what I mean.
Well, not today.
That's a nighttime activity.
So, like, top of the speaker, like middle of the speaker, like where are they?
I would say right here at my temple.
Okay.
I've had it up to here. Enough of the UFO stuff. I don't care. I don't care.
But there's 4 species of aliens.
I don't care.
But they're in the Bible.
Besides, I saw that Trump arrested one of them, so we should have the problem under.
The aliens ripped.
Yes.
We have the Greys, the Nordics, the Insectoids, and the Reptilians.
None of them exist. None of them exist.
You don't know that.
I do know that. It's not for me. It's not for me to prove that something. It's for your. It's not for me to prove something doesn't exist. It's for people who say something exists. 100%. It's on them to prove that it does exist. What's the phrase? You can't prove that something doesn't exist. There's a phrase for that. I can't think of it right now.
You can't prove a negative?
Cannot prove a negative. So don't ask me to prove that UFOs don't exist. There's never been, there's a camera in every hand and has been since 2012. Where are the photos? It's always like this tic-tac thing in black and white, darting around. Like, what the hell is that supposed to be?
Well, because Bigfoot's flying them.
Well, that's a possibility. Now, that one I do believe.
He's erratic. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He just crashes into the ocean.
If you are really into the UFO thing and you're hanging on everything the government's doing, then it's working. You're not paying attention to things like your country's $40 trillion in debt. It's working. Hey, they like this UFO stories. Let's give them more of those. What's this latest one from Secret Atlanta, which Jared Yamamoto must have invested money in? I get more stories from Secret Atlanta. Oh, here comes Wes Moss. Look at him.
Oh, hi.
Look at him sauntering in. This Wes Moss just saunters in anytime he wants to.
He's a Nordic.
Well, he's a Nordic.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, George. Yes.
We're talking UFOs. Get your headphones on and such, and we'll get around to
comfortable, Wes.
We'll get around to the economy and
Hey,
such.
guys.
Hey,
Did a lot of writing for you.
Oh, very good. You might want to get here like 4:05. He's a busy man, this guy. This is Wes Moss.
I love the suit, too. Very sharp blue
All right, let me
suit.
finish my rant on how much I'm tired of these damn UFO stories. Stop it already. Produce an alien on TV next to somebody or a dead body or go away. What's this one? It's there's something like the Bermuda Triangle of the South.
It's the Troop Herd Corridor.
Okay, where's that?
So just like kind of southwest Georgia.
Okay, and what supposedly happens there?
It's
Are people getting lost? Are they being abducted by aliens?
Lot of probing.
Has Steven Spielberg thought of doing a movie about this at any time? If the answer's no, you got nothing.
It's known for a long history of UFO sightings and cryptic encounters.
And dumb people.
Probings.
And
yes.
probings of dumb people.
Goes back to 1938.
By the way, has there ever been an academic who was probed by a UFO, like William F. Buckley when he was alive? He didn't.
Probing fun motherfuckers. So generous with your probing fingers and stuff.
Einstein, they never said, oh yeah, they probed me in their
Stephen
spaceship.
Hawking, he got probed.
Well, yeah, can go.
He went on that island and got
Yeah,
probed.
That's right. He got the right kind of probing. Are you going to wear headphones today,
No.
Wes Moss?
You
Well,
won't
you
hear
can't hear
Autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah, but I can.
Okay, we get
She's
it.
signing me, so I
We
can
get
say.
it. Did you not bring headphones? Is that what happened?
I've been
Dan?
in 3 different studios today, so.
You don't have your own headphones?
I do.
Should we start a
They're either in
GoFundMe
the Clark
page?
Howard studio, or in my office, but I can hear you great.
I know, but it just mean you're just not interested in hearing Autumn?
I am, but I'm just going to
But-
say the last couple times I've been on the show, she hasn't said anything to me.
No, she doesn't like you. But
I know,
listen,
I understand that.
it's-
But I'm just saying, I understand that. But until she starts speaking with me, I'm
she's gone
boycotting headphones.
She's gone full blown commie. She just doesn't like anyone associated with the capitalist system. I got to tell you.
I'm
here's
here still. We could talk to me.
Huh? No, that's okay. I'm a feminist. I'm speaking for you.
Yeah.
Here's a trick. At the bottom drawer, Shelly's desk, which is right there.
I got 500.
Yeah, he hoards headphones. So you can pick yourself up some headphones, and you'll always be able to hear Autumn Fisher. But
Okay.
Autumn, you'll have to speak through me if you want to get a message to Wes Moss.
Can we practice?
All
right, Autumn, send a message.
That is part of it, is that like I don't have a lot to contribute.
Right.
You know, like what am I going to ask? Where am I going to put my 50K?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
She doesn't have any money, so there's nothing to invest, so she has nothing to
Yeah.
ask you. She
I
may
don't have
ask you about.
property.
Yeah. Why don't you buy some property?
I can't afford it.
Well, then you got to make yourself afford
I
it.
can't even get
Steal
health
it.
insurance.
Well, listen.
Okay, I can hear Autumn now.
Okay, now you can hear Autumn.
Hey, Autumn.
Ask him how you
being
can
loud.
get some money. She doesn't have any money. How can she get some money? Is there things she can do?
Are there things that she can do?
And by the way,
she could ask you for a raise.
Oh, what am I?
He
am
doesn't
I-
control that.
I don't control that. I don't control that. I got to tell you, she's past the point of being able to. She can't do the thing on the streets. So that's not going to happen. She's a mother.
Only
She's a
streets.
respected person. She's the queen of trivia in Crofton, Maryland.
Yeah.
She has a reputation.
This is maybe it's not really. This is I would say that this seems like it's one of these things you see on the LinkedIn posts, which which I ignore routinely. You ignore, and I discount, but every so often I'll realize that as extreme as these posts are, and these if our listeners are not on LinkedIn, it's essentially a business version of Facebook, or Instagram. And it's full of these somewhat self-righteous quotes about who's a good manager and why and how to be appreciated. And it's a lot of quotable stuff. And the one thing I would just say that you see, and I've just seen this in real life, and it does go back to those who do continue to make more and more money in their careers, jobs, etc., and working wages. They are not afraid to continually ask for more. And I've seen that over the course of owning a business over many years now. And there are some people that are, I wouldn't say ferocious, and they do it in the right way, but there are a lot of good examples I have over the last couple decades of people that have asked for more, nudged for more, said, look at all what I'm doing, I'm valuable, and you haven't recognized it. And I think it's underrated.
I want you to know that management is listening to this right now going, oh no, Wes, stop.
Yeah, and also that has been done.
That's been done.
That has happened and is
but
happening.
Just in general, it's
just a wall every time.
It's a reasonable practice if done right, and I've seen it work over the years.
Let's
nobody liked that answer here.
Well, she'd already. No, it's just I don't care, but I care, but I don't care that it's on the air. But I just, what can I do? You know what?
This is more general purpose advice.
I'm in it for the dough now. It's like wherever this goes, I'm just in it for the dough.
Speaking of, the Gallup just
and the love for the audience. Money and the love for the audience.
You're not alone.
Get that in,
Workplace engagement is at the lowest, essentially the lowest point it's ever been. Gallup just came out with a poll recently. They do this research study around those who are engaged in work and versus not. Mm-hmm. And we're essentially at an all-time low. I think it's been 1 percentage point lower, but we're at 20% of Americans are engaged.
And I think that's because
1 in 5.
That's because of everybody's on to the corporate BS. And they're just like, okay, you're just lying to me. And people are over it. I really think that people are over it. They also see an awful lot of people who have an awful lot of money, and they think, well, they just essentially stole it. Really? Eric and Donald Trump Jr. are really two of the best business minds we have. And no, of course not. It's just association, who you know. We've seen all these Nepo babies make it and all that. And I just think people are like, all right, if their rhetoric is BS and the corporation really doesn't give a damn about me, then I'm here to get a paycheck and I don't give a damn about them. And that's,
I'd like to say too that the idea that the person in charge, at the very head of the company can have like $1 billion paycheck, and the people in the company may not be able to, afford rent or mortgages or buy a home, then another reason to say,
it's
like
crappy.
Maybe they could make 900.
It wouldn't even work with that. What they need
to
do is go back to having real capitalism and real business and real entrepreneurialism. And if everybody that's working for you every year, if their boat is being lifted as well, they don't care what you're making. They don't care what you're making.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't matter if everybody else were also doing even just fine.
Yeah, I saw this thing where the Republicans have a strategy for the Mamdanis and they got to fight socialism and communism. I've got an idea. Hey, capitalists, stop acting like a-holes. That'll go a long way. Hey, it's smiling Mark McKay. Don't act like it's a surprise. Yay! I just kicked him out of the studio. I knew. But let me introduce to you, of course, the great smiling Mark McKay. And Mark says there are crowds on the downtown connector.
Good to be back with you, Eric, and the Doctrinaires this afternoon. And yes, big crowds on the connector headed into and out of the city. If you're rolling up from the airport, you're in it from just below Langford Parkway, just above Langford Parkway, trying to work your way up to I-20 and Langford Parkway. That's the stretch there between 166 and I-20. The worst of it on the northbound side of the connector. Difficult getting into downtown from Buckhead and Brookhaven as well on 485, and that slow roll continues on the downtown connector past Georgia Tech and William Street. Watching some trouble on 285, Chip Canales.
Keeping an eye on a stalled vehicle out of DeKalb County, I-285 eastbound, the outer loop just past Flat Shoals Road, exit 48. That stalled vehicle's blocking over a one left lane right now as you're approaching I-20. You got delays stretched all the way back to I-675. Elsewhere, coming out of Doraville, you got volume I-285 southbound. That's going to be the inner loop. Those delays start just before I-80 I-85. You're on and off the brakes until right after Highway 78. This report is sponsored by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick and under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustel.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Hi, I'm Matt Gamble, parts associate at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. My job is to make sure you get the best price possible on quality Lexus parts and accessories during your visit. From spark plugs and wheels to custom merchandise. Experience amazing at Butler Lexus South Atlanta. 800 New Lexus.
So your septic system needs repairs. That stinks. First, they want to charge you to pump out the tank and charge you again for the repair. That's just wrong. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic, and we don't do that. With us, there's never a pump out charge with your repair. You'll save hundreds.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump out charge with your repair. Call for more information.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote, they handled everything. House, patio, the driveway too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles or 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
If you've seen me recently, I've probably stopped to show you pictures of my new closet designed by Artisan Custom Closets. It's Ashley Frasca. From the consultation to the final install, I am still in awe of my newly organized space. Let Artisan help you simplify your life. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com. That's artisancustomclosets.com. Reward yourself with affordable luxury.
I've never told you this, George, but I can't stand this. What tune is this?
Just Another Day.
I don't mind it once it gets going, but I always think that my phone is trying to wake me up when it first starts. It kind of starts out with that you're on hold with the insurance company kind of feel.
It will never play again.
Is it Duran Duran?
It sounds like Duran Duran.
Everyone's in such a good mood here today.
I'm in a good mood.
I've meant to tell you that I've absolutely hated our intro music for the last year and a half.
I've let it go.
Now that you mention it.
It only comes up once every 2 or 3 days, but it's like when it does, I always think it reminds me of my phone trying to wake me up. Wes Moss.
I'm still smiling here.
I'm smiling.
I'm in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood.
I feel pretty good myself.
I'm in a good. He's always in a good mood, so you can never take it seriously. He never had. There's no
you.
bad mood. The only bad mood.
The boy who cried happy.
Yeah.
How dare you
only his
guys.
wife can tell stories about his bad moods. The rest of us,
gosh dang it,
he has toxic positivity, as they say. Wes Moss, Meta is going to lay off 10% of their workforce, and this is a little wrinkle that I've heard because we have an insider, a boot on the ground, if you will, is that they've told everybody to stay home tomorrow because they're cowards, right? They don't want to have to look people in the eye and let them go. They'd rather have this mass email blast. And does that say something about the leadership? And the leadership is not supposed to be easy, and leaders are not supposed to avoid uncomfortable things. Leaders are people that we expect to walk into the uncomfortable and handle it. And now we've got this group of leaders that won't even look another person in the eye when they let them go. I think that's sad.
If that's the case, so evidently you're saying that people are just all of Facebook is staying home, or just
their entire workforce out in San Francisco has been told that they need to stay home, and then they will be getting letters on whether or not, or emails on whether or not they're going to be able to keep their job, or whether or not they have been eliminated.
You're going to lose your job, but we don't want to feel uncomfortable. So.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
Yeah,
my buddy
that is
I feel
brutal.
so bad.
And you say it's brutal, and so you're sitting there waiting.
Yeah,
it's to see if it's like Hunger Games.
Yeah,
whether you're going to have a job or not.
And remember,
they waiting for an email.
Remember, if you lose your job, the guy who fired you lost $85 billion for the company in the last 4 years. But investors are lining up for his next division.
He's one of those people that Autumn loves the thought of Zuckerberg. Right?
Yeah.
That's like what she.
Yeah,
to her. Didn't you say the guy making $1 billion?
Yeah. She said if there were more Zuckerbergs, we'd all be happier. Isn't that your point of view?
Yeah. I mean, I want to be a Zuckerberg.
Who doesn't?
I do. I feel for the Meta folks. I think that's a tough day.
Stick around for one more segment, Wes Moss, if you don't mind.
Please.
Now that you have your headphones on. Smilin' Mark says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 85 in Norcross.
First spotted by traffic trooper Rich. We see another jam cam. Left center lane knocked out 85 northbound before Beaver Ruin Road exit 102. So difficult leaving Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Slow leaving 285 as well. Worst of it coming out of Marietta's southbound 75. Hitting the brakes below the South Marietta Parkway down toward the ballpark region. House 400, Chip Canales.
Slow and steady ride leaving Sandy Springs and Dunwoody on Georgia 400 northbound. That's going to be starting just at I-285, and then it's a slow ride making your way towards Northridge Road, making it a slow ride making your way into Roswell. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Belinda Skelton with my friend Damon to tell his story about his experience with virtual imaging. It's the gold standard in early detection of heart disease and cancer. I've been encouraging listeners to get screened using their EBCT scan. It can save your life by giving you your calcium score in your arteries, and it can detect cancer at the earliest stages. Damon, tell us your story.
I have an awful family history of both heart disease and cancer. Both parents and grandparents had one or the other. Also, my annual physicals have always been eye-opening with very bad levels of cholesterol and high blood pressure. I heard the free offer from virtual imaging. It was easy. Took 10 minutes. I was nervous, but the score came back 0.
Awesome.
Yeah. What a relief. They say for the most part, with a 0 score, I have very little chance of suffering a heart attack for the next 5 years.
Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call now at 770-678-SCAN or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat. And it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat. Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
Why does it matter that D. Geller & Son is Atlanta's first diamond wholesaler? Because we get first dibs. When diamonds come to Atlanta, they come to D. Geller & Son first. A bunch of diamonds that look the same on paper, but there's about 1 in every 10 that you can see from across the room. So we keep the good one, we pack the rest back up, and they go somewhere else, usually a big box store that's not quite as picky. That means the same color, same clarity, and same price gets you more brilliance, more sparkle, more bang for your diamond buck at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. Online at dgeller.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, police activity in Sandy Springs is causing disruptions for voters at nearby Ison Springs Elementary School. Deputy Secretary of State Matthew Tizer says they expect Fulton County to ask for a 4-hour extension for voters there this evening.
We think they'll be granted time extension at that polling location.
Sandy Springs police are searching for a suspicious person dressed in military-style gear. There are no reports of any injuries. Elections Director Blake Evans says if one precinct has to stay open late, it should not affect reporting elsewhere.
I don't expect that there's going to be any delay in reporting of the remainder of the results. And talking with Fulton, I believe at that location, they'll have somebody there that's ready as soon as they finish.
The Secretary of State's office reports strong turnout for today's primary elections. Today's primaries will decide who will represent their party in November. This voter in Norcross tells us what she's looking for in candidates.
I think the main thing is having leaders who understand that what we need to be looking out for is the greater good of this country and the people that live here.
Polls are open until 7 tonight. Under Georgia election law, primary candidates must get more than 50% to win their party's nomination. If necessary, runoff elections will take place June 16th. And our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We will have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. Very warm this evening. Do we see any pop-up storms tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Vice President J.D. Vance gives an update today on negotiations with Iran to end the war. He says the U.S. is locked and loaded, but he hopes for a diplomatic solution.
We're in a pretty good spot here, but there's an option B. And the option B is that we could restart the military campaign to continue to prosecute the case, to continue to try to achieve America's objectives.
Vance says the end goal is for Iran to never have a nuclear weapon. The Atlanta-based CDC gives an update today on its response to an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda. The CDC's Satish Pillai says an American doctor who tested positive while working for a missionary organization is now receiving treatment in Germany.
In addition, the other 6 individuals who are identified as high-risk contacts are also having movement plans that are finalizing and will be transiting to Europe as well.
He says the risk to the U.S. population remains low. Atlanta-based Home Depot has better than expected sales, even as Americans are faced with higher prices. Reporter Jim Ryan has a look at the numbers.
The Home Depot has beaten expectations for the fiscal first quarter, ringing up sales of nearly $42 billion and reaffirming its guidance to investors for the rest of the year. The company said it continues to expect fiscal 2026 sales to grow between 2.5% and 4.5% compared to last year.
Home buying is picking up steam. Pending home sales were up more than expected in April. The National Association of Realtors says the number of homes under contract increased 1.4% last month, with the South leading the way at 4.7%. Bankrate Stephen Cates tells us how things look here in Metro Atlanta.
It's a little bit less than that. We're still seeing about 2.5% year-over-year growth. The median days on market for most homes is rising. So buyers are still a little bit hesitant given prices, given mortgage rates.
He says right now it is a buyer's market. The Georgia Department of Transportation will suspend lane closures over the busy Memorial Day weekend travel period. The road work will stop Friday at noon and continue through Tuesday, May 26th at 5 a.m. While lane closures are suspended for the weekend, construction crews may still be working near roadways, and some long-term closures could remain in place for safety reasons. The busiest travel times are expected Thursday and Friday between noon and 8 p.m. It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Smile and Mark McKay.
If Duluth or Swanee's your destination out of DeKalb County, be prepared. You're rolling in slow traffic in Norcross, now starting at Pleasant Dale Road, trying to work past Jimmy Carter Boulevard and a crash. We still want to see on the jam cam. Don't have police with it yet on 85 northbound, right at Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. Full house on 400, leaving Sandy Springs until you work your way up to Northridge, exit 6. And I-75 starting to see the brake lights now out of Marietta, working toward Kennesaw. 575 still a good shot rolling into Woodstock this afternoon. How about the ride south side, Chip Canales?
If you're leaving Hapeville and heading into Forest Park, you're going to run into some volume. I-75 southbound, rather. The brake lights start at Highway 41, but once you get past I-285, it's a nice ride in tomorrow. Elsewhere, heading a little bit further south into McDonough, the volume starts picking back up at Jonesboro Road. I-75 southbound at Jonesboro Road. Once you get past North McDonough Road, though, it's an easy ride into Locust Grove. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. It's partly cloudy and very warm this evening. Temperatures slowly falling to the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds with a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the heating of the day. High 89. Thursday, partly cloudy with scattered afternoon thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Right now, 88 in Brookhaven, 86 in Austell, 87 in Alpharetta. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Spring is in full swing, and so are those bugs. I've lived in my house for 23 years and been bug-free for all 23 of those. And I give Arrow Exterminators the credit. Don't let termites, mosquitoes, and ants ruin your outdoor fun this spring, folks. Family-owned for over 62 years, Arrow uses effective, environmentally friendly treatments and backs everything with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent you.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Not all foundation repair companies measure up.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and we set the industry standards for quality.
There's Ramjack, and then everyone else. Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack.
Hi, I'm Chuck Gemmel, Service Manager of Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. I make sure you get complete transparency every time you get your Lexus service at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Come and visit us today and see for yourself, or give us a call at 800-NEW-LEXUS.
Spring allergies in Atlanta are no joke. All Care can help you manage your allergy triggers and develop a customized treatment plan. 15 locations, after hours and weekend appointments. And now, virtual care services. Learn more at allcare-ga.com/allergy.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
No hot water, leak, or clog slowing you down? At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and reliable plumbing repairs. Bring comfort back to your home. Local folks, straight answers. Powered by Ace Hardware. MoncriefAir.com.
All right, Wes Moss. Let's get this out of the way. Why don't you let people know how they can get more Wes Moss? Let's get this crap out of the way.
Again, one of the best moods I've seen you guys in.
I'm in a good mood. You're making me mad. Tell me I'm in a bad mood.
No, you're in a great mood.
Thank you.
I told that story last week about Retire Sooner, and I realized I hadn't even really launched the website yet.
Oh, yeah.
Where I realized that I hadn't purchased Retire Sooner Method, and I thought I was going to end up having to pay like $1 million to buy it. And
Yes.
I ended up only having to pay $12.95.
So is it up and running now?
Yeah, it is.
The $13 website that will allow you to retire sooner and happier.
Well, I'm still shocked that nobody bought Retire Sooner Method in the history of the internet.
Not even Gary Vee.
I know, not even Gary Vee.
Do you know that if he walked in right now, I wouldn't know who he was? This is a guy, I know his name, because what is he, like a life coach, finance guy?
He's a marketing coach.
Okay.
He's a marketing coach.
And like everybody, this guy, he's got somebody, and I know about him, and he's supposedly everywhere. I've never seen his face. I have no idea what he looks like.
Huh. Yeah, I've only seen him in videos.
Is he full of it? Is he?
I think he's a pretty credible guy. I mean, I've always found his work helpful, but ultimately, I think where he really gets paid is, well, one, he does get paid a lot to speak. His speaking fee is serious.
I would imagine he's a consultant to companies.
But that's I think where he gets his real money. Yeah,
Right.
he's a consultant to startups and has had lots of real life entrepreneurial successes. But he would have yelled at me for working on a project called the Retire Sooner Method for 2 years and forgetting to buy the website.
Well, you got lucky. My friend.
I did.
You got lucky. You make your own luck in this world.
So Retire Sooner Method just launched this weekend, and that's a place. What's confusing and ridiculous is that to buy this book, you have to go to Amazon. You just have to go to Amazon and look for the Retire Sooner Method. That's it.
Well, why? That's easy.
That's easy.
That's easy.
And if you want to get the incentives to buy it pre-sale, you got to go to retiresoonermethod.com.
All right, now I'm a little confused. So if I want the incentive, hold on. Now the incentive is maybe autograph copy, something like that, right? You got to go to
Retire Sooner.
retiresoonermethod.com.
Yes.
If you want to just buy the book without the signature, you go to amazon.com and look for Retire Sooner Method.
Do we all get free signed copies?
You guys can get whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like.
He gave me Von Hessler gave me a nice little
blurb.
quote.
No, nice.
This is my second of his books.
It was a good one.
Gotten a blurb.
It was good.
Does Autumn get a blurb?
Huh?
Does
Autumn
Autumn
didn't
get a blurb?
give a blurb. He asked. She refused.
Yeah, she said
no. That's
He said she wasn't getting paid enough. She said, "Look, I got to make a stand.
Would probably be true.
Right here."
But it is. I know that sounds confusing, and marketing shouldn't be confusing.
Yes.
But the real way to buy a book, even pre-sale, that doesn't come out until September 1, is just to go to Amazon and buy it. Then, if you do that before it comes out over the next, call it, couple of months, and you take your order confirm number, you go to retiresoonermethod.com and you send it to us, and then that's how you get the signed book plate, the Retire Sooner workbook. The video series that we just did. So it's a bunch of things that you do get for buying the book before it actually comes out. It's a pre-sale bonus.
Just get out there and get it.
It sounds like a Gary Vee thing.
If only
incentives.
If only for the Von Hessler blurb on the back. I take it it's on the back. Usually those blurbs are on the back of the book.
It's just a thumbs up from Eric Von Hessler.
It's on the back cover. Yeah,
it's on the back,
and it's also on the inside flap. Clark Howard, and a couple other super famous people.
Who's on top, Clark or Eric?
Oh, I'm not.
I don't even know.
Gosh, you could argue that
I think it's actually David Bach, who
of course
he's the author of The Automatic Millionaire.
Yeah,
and
I have that,
and The Latte Factor. And he's been helpful.
We all bow down to him.
Yeah,
we get it. He's going to be the top. We understand.
He was very, very cool about it. When I started reaching out for these endorsements.
Yes.
He sent me a video back. He moved to Italy. Mm-hmm. He moved to Florence, and he was skiing for 2 months in the mountains of France and Switzerland.
A lot like Autumn's lifestyle.
And sent me a video from the gondola.
Whoa!
It was very cool. He's like, "Hey, man, I haven't talked to you for a while. I'm over here in." The mountains
in Wealthland.
And, yeah, I'd love to help. How's it going? It was great.
I want a blurb from this guy.
Well, it's worth. I think you just buy it for my blurb, and then you get the rest. You get the method. You get the method afterward. Hey, by the way, do I get a lunch or something for my blurb? I mean, that's been a while since you bought me
there's a
lunch.
lot of incentives, and we're gonna have to.
You got to go to
What
Amazon
if I
to book
pre-order?
the lunch.
I thought I had to go to Retire Sooner Method.
Yeah, put
in
in
order
your
to
order
get the
number,
pre-order,
yeah.
and I can get a free lunch.
I don't know if that's one of the incentives.
He always takes me to the same restaurant.
McDonald's?
And it bothered me it's a highfalutin restaurant. But it bothered me for a while when I used to wear a hat all the time because you couldn't wear a hat in there.
Yeah.
And I hated showing my bald head.
Oh,
But
it's like a no hat place.
But I haven't worn a hat in a long time, so I'm
I
perfect
noticed
for
that.
this. Yeah, I'm perfect for this now.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay to be bald when you're in your 60s.
But
That's
you're
my
not
thought.
bald. What do you mean?
I'm taller than you.
He's got a little baldness.
He's got a little something going on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, yeah.
You're not
So bad, though.
You're not completely bald. Yeah, thank you, Wes. Not completely bald.
Yeah, a little cue ball over there.
I saw.
Shave it.
All right, what do we have time for anything? We were talking off air about this SpaceX IPO. I have gotten to the point now where I wouldn't take directions from Elon Musk to get to a local 7-Eleven. I just don't trust anything this guy says anymore.
Go to outer space first and then
He's
come back.
so full of it. You listen to him from 2017. We've got factories like there's a Willy Wonka factory on Mars producing candy bars by now. It's like if you listen to these people, they're full of it. But now SpaceX is going to go for their IPO. People are talking about $1 trillion valuation. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand. Once he gets all of his satellites in orbit for Starlink, which nobody wants, what is the SpaceX? You put cargo into space. Is there really going to be a job every day of the week to put something into space? I don't think that there's much of a market there. I have to be honest with you.
Okay, so one, this is a private company. They have not gone public yet. They still haven't. There's still limited information on the company. So it's not like publicly traded companies disclose everything, and they're and hundreds and hundreds of pages. Anything material, it has to get disclosed. With SpaceX, because they are private, it's limited information. So I think in the next couple of months, if they do have an IPO, then we're going to get tons of information, really learn about what the actual business is. In reading about SpaceX, their real business, at least right now, that generates most of the revenue is from Starlink, which is
their own. They are their own customer.
They are
because they're putting all of these satellites.
Yeah, they're a low Earth orbit satellite constellation that provides internet to anywhere on the planet.
Okay, how many customers do they have in their internet?
Estimated around 10 million. I know
it
doesn't sound like a lot because they have
how many satellites they have in space?
Something like 10,000 perhaps.
So they've launched 10,000 satellites to have a customer base right now of 10 million for Starlink.
Yeah, not great yet.
I don't see it.
The potential for growth.
It's always
the potential.
If I listen to Elon Musk and Sam Altman and the guy from Anthropic, don't know how to say his name. Basically, this is what's AI is. This is how it's going to roll out, Wes. First, we lose all of our jobs, and then they cure cancer. So we get to live longer without jobs.
You can starve longer.
That seemed like a great idea. All right, where's my music, my friend? George Clark is.
Listen, we got it right here. It's all good.
Remember, you already scolded him for your music. But look, we'll say it'll be a very interesting conversation when we have more detail. But it's Starlink, and then they do have launch services, to your point, which it does produce some revenue. And then they've got defense contracts, et cetera. But you're right. It's a big bet on the future.
We don't
know a lot of.
When this whole AI economy collapses, should we force Elon Musk and Sam Altman to work the soup kitchens that we're all going to have to go to maintain?
Will they be bothered with that?
No, I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Before they put us all out of work, and before AI cures cancer, which I don't know if that's going to happen. You know what I do know is going to happen? These guys who are already uber wealthy are going to get. One thing is for sure, they're going to get richer and richer and richer. So let's stick with what's for sure. And by the way, maybe we don't know what SpaceX is doing, but it's not like the stuff they do is inside of a factory. Like we can see when they launch things, and we can see that whether or not they're launching things enough to have a business based on it. I don't know. All of this is going to come tumbling down. These guys are carnival barkers.
By the way, it is fascinating if you've ever seen one of those launches. From a distance, it's fascinating.
No, it's great. It's great fun to watch.
Of According to his baby mama, he's got lasers in all those satellites.
Is a baby
Ashley St. Clair
yeah.
stole the election in 24.
Well, it just goes to show that even if you're the wealthiest man in the world, you can have sex with a crazy woman. It's possible. It could happen to anybody. Wes Moss, thank you very much.
Thanks,
See you next
guys.
week.
All right.
Smiling Mark says
Bye.
there are brake lights to the I-20 work zone in DeKalb County.
Always tricky trying to get out to Stonecrest, Lithonia, Eric, and same this afternoon. Very slow, leaving I-285, trying to clear Panola Road. Then you're on your way to Covington and Conyers. We're looking for trouble in the express lane on the south side, not worth the price of admission. The I-75 southbound express lane moving into McDonough. We'll scan the jam cam. Looks like police heading to a crash in the express lane around Highway 155. Chip Canales definitely watching a crash heading to Norcross.
Extra busy in Gwinnett County right now. You got a crash I-85 northbound at Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. That's blocking out one left center lane as you make your way into Duluth. Those delays are stretched all the way past I-285, basically to Chambly Tucker Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustel.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
It's your money. Get it sooner. All you need is direct deposit with a checking or savings account at Coosa Valley Credit Union. This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union. Not only can you get your money sooner, but we believe in kinder banking where you deal with real people in person. So come see us.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot! At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Leaving your home unprotected from termites is just tempting trouble. Hey, it's Mark Aaron with Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management.
75% of Georgia homes do not have termite protection, but termites are the most destructive bug of all. They eat 24/7, 365. They have no days off.
Get termite protection from Breda, and your rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I wanted to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Bill Crane, a little bit early. Is Wes Moss listening? You can do it that way too, show up a little bit early.
No, I don't have headphones.
I'm just kidding. We love you, Wes. Look at Bill Crane. He's dressed up like he's on the ballot.
So it's election night when Bill Crane's dressed up like that.
He's got that, is that lavender? What is that? What color is that? Is that purple for purple?
Perfect for spring.
That's exactly what it is.
Symbolizing the purple.
People are calling him. This is a big
Mr.
day.
Secretary. Well, he's on TV right now. How are you going to be on the phone?
This Bill Crane is connected on Election Day. And we're going to have we're all going to talk about our election today, and we have a correspondent in Lexington, Kentucky, who's going to call
the Massey campaign
and give us the what is it for 56 Fox 56?
From Fox 56 Lexington,
Bodie.
A former intern here on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
And I have a question for him. I have a question for you. I have many other questions, and we're going to get all that out. But first, Bill Crane, as you know, before we do anything, because this is a radio show, we have to give free things away.
Okay.
People do not listen to radio just because you're talented. What actually keeps them there is they think that maybe they have a chance of getting something for free.
I thought it was your dry wit and observations in Autumn's commentary.
So did I. So did I until I was. We had a couple of consultants that showed me.
We did a panel and they like getting free crap. Really multi-syllable words like bus and more. And
yes, and they have them. They do a little interview at the end, and basically people said the only reason I put up with Von Hessler is because I think there's half a chance I might win some free tickets to a concert.
I think if you put the fun fact back in, we might have a show.
The fun fact. We're still workshopping it. All right, win 2 tickets to see Chris Stapleton's All-American Road Show Friday, August 21st at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Obviously, George thought we were giving away Journey tickets, but we're not. We're giving away Chris Stapleton tickets. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com.
And Smilin's got better news on 85 in Norcross.
Yeah, the crash that we had on the Jam Cam. We still have it on the Jam Cam, by the way, but it's no longer in a travel lane. Jared, it's on the left shoulder, 85 northbound Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. Damage done, though. On the brakes, heavy, leaving Shallowford Road, exit 93, rolling north toward Norcross and Duluth. Pay lanes are not worth the price of admission on the south side. Crash in the express lane, I-75 southbound, slowing things up, approaching Highway 2081. How's I-75 rolling through Marietta, Chip Canales?
Really starting to get extra busy right now as you're leaving Smyrna. I-75 northbound really starting to pick up around Delk Road, getting past North Marietta Parkway and on towards Kennesaw. Elsewhere, I-575 northbound is really getting busy, making your way into Woodstock just past Highway 92. This traffic report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. The next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Have your dream kitchen without paying the nightmare prices that you think of with a kitchen renovation. You be frugal and you get the high-class, top-quality kitchen with Frugal Kitchens. Christy and I are going through the process. We get the quartz countertops. You can even get 18 months no-interest financing with Frugal Kitchens. You get the drawers that they don't slam shut. You get everything you want without paying those massive prices. That's Frugal Kitchen's secret. You're not going to get this with anyone else. Google Frugal Kitchens today.
Express yourself with the car you want from Jim Ellis.
Express yourself.
I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of Jim Ellis Automotive Group. Your vehicle is more than transportation. It's a reflection of who you are. And when you're ready to express yourself, it helps to have choices. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we're proud to be Georgia's largest family-owned automotive group, offering more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned, and pre-owned vehicles. See them all at jimellis.com. Whether your style says luxury, performance, family adventure, or rugged capability, we have the perfect vehicle that fits you. And with the Jim Ellis Expressway, you can shop the way that fits your lifestyle too. It's the quick, easy, and convenient way to buy a car. Find the vehicle that helps you express yourself. Visit any of our 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta or shop from home at jimellis.com.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey, it's Jeff and Roxanne, your local Rhino Shield owners.
If you're tired of repainting your home every few years,
Rhino Shield can be your last exterior paint job.
It's a ceramic coating designed to protect your home for decades, not seasons.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty.
Visualize Rhino Shield on your home and get a free quote now at rhinoshieldga.com.
That's rhinoshieldga.com.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, it is happening now. Sandy Springs police searching for a suspicious person at Morgan Falls Overlook Park. That person that they're looking for was dressed in military-style gear. The person went into the woods after a dispute with someone, and one caller to 911 reports hearing possible gunshots in the area. Police say there are no injuries reported. But this is impacting nearby Ison Springs Elementary School, which is a voting location for today's primary. Deputy Secretary of State Matthew Tizer says voters at that precinct will likely get more time to vote.
We're expecting to hear that they are going to request a 4-hour extension.
Elections Director Blake Evans says if there are delays at one precinct, it won't affect others.
As far as other results outside of that one precinct, I don't expect any delay.
After record early voting numbers, large turnout is reported today across Metro Atlanta for the primary elections. WSB's Graham Carroll is talking to voters.
A precinct manager in Lilburn said the race to fill the seat of late Congressman David Scott could result in more people showing up, but at most of my stops, there were no wait times, just a steady flow of people casting ballots like Carrie in Norcross.
The governor's race is always very important, so, there's going to be a big change with Kemp moving out.
And she was one of several voters who told me they really took the time to do research on all the races, even the down ballot contests that do not garner headlines and splashy TV advertising.
And our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock tonight. We will have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on Atlanta's Morning News on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. A few pop-up showers and storms tomorrow. What's it looking like as we get closer to the holiday weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Emory University Hospital breaks ground today on a new center focusing on transmission of airborne diseases.
This is the first of its kind in the U.S., a research unit dedicated to studying human-to-human transmission of respiratory pathogens. Emory's Dr. Seema Lakdawala says they'll first study flu starting in June.
One of the things we're focused on is interventions, right? How do we stop the spread of respiratory viruses? And so influenza is one of our biggest ones, known to cause pandemics.
And she says currently we don't have a good way of measuring transmission of viruses between people and what interventions are most effective. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The state confirms 3 new cases of measles. The Georgia Department of Public Health says the cases are 3 members of a metro Atlanta family who had traveled internationally and are not vaccinated. The state is currently working to track down those who may have been exposed. There have already been 5 confirmed cases of measles in Georgia this year. An American missionary doctor is being treated for Ebola. He's identified as Dr. Peter Stafford. One of his colleagues, Dr. Scott Myrie, spoke to Stafford shortly after the diagnosis.
He's sick. He developed symptoms a couple of days ago. That it was probably on day 8 after his exposure during surgery of a very sick patient who subsequently died.
The State Department is warning warning Americans against travel to several nations experiencing the growing Ebola outbreak, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Uganda. A high school student has minor injuries after she is shot while waiting for her school bus in DeKalb County this morning. Police say the shooting happened just before 8 a.m. at Stone Mill Drive and Juliet Road. The DeKalb County School District says the girl attends Stone Mountain High School. The shooting is under investigation and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. The FBI says 2 teen suspects behind the deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego were radicalized online. Special Agent in charge Mark Remley says they found hate writings in a car believed to be linked to the suspects.
These subjects did not discriminate on who they hated.
The suspects killed 3 people, including a security guard, before they were found dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Police say more people could have been shot if not for the brave actions of that security guard. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Smile and Mark McKay.
Express lanes are a no-go in Henry County. Bill, crash we see on the jam cam in the express lanes working on I-75 southbound at Highway 2081, but we also see the diversion in place. All traffic in the express lanes leaving I-675 is being put back into the through lanes at Jonesboro Road, so extra heavy leaving Stockbridge heading toward McDonough in all of those lanes, including the express lanes headed south. 85 south's in good shape leaving the airport area. Worst of it on 285 has to be that slow, long ride, bumper to bumper leaving Dunwoody through Doraville into Tucker and down to Clarkston on the interloop. Delays that begin at Peachtree Boulevard exit 31 don't clear until after Highway 78. Not so good in the downtown Atlanta this afternoon, Chip Canales.
Not at all. It's extra difficult making your way into downtown. 75, 85 southbound. Those delays are going to be stretched all the way I-85 well past Georgia 400 and well past Georgia 400 and all the way to North Druid Hills Road. If you're coming in out of South Atlanta, making your way through downtown, those delays start at Langford Parkway. You're on and off the brakes until around North Avenue. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies and very warm this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures will still be in the upper 80s at that time and slowly cooling into the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms with the heating of the day, high 89. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy skies, morning lows in the mid 60s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons. Saturday, Sunday, and into the holiday on Monday, mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
89 in Roswell, 89 in Hiram, and it's 89 in Peachtree City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a hearty congratulations to Melissa Weeks of Sandy Springs. Won 2 tickets to see Chris Stapleton's All-American Road Show Friday, August 21st at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. And it is also time for this hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is bacon. B-A-C-O-N. Bacon.
Bring home the bacon.
Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is bacon. Okay, we're going to go into some politics now. We have, excuse me, I'm getting all...
Got lots of papers over there.
My papers together. We have Bill Crane with us. We're going to drain the brain of Crane on this election day, this primary election day. Well, almost all primary election day, except for the the Supreme Court stuff, right? But that's a general election. Am I right, Bill Crane?
Well, it's a general election on top of a primary.
Right.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. And we're going to analyze all of that. But first, we don't usually do this. As you know, Bill Crane will be talking about this Thomas Massey. This is, the 4th District of Kentucky. And the president has put all of his time and effort in getting rid of this guy because he thinks he's not loyal. And we have a former intern made good. Bodie Brooks is the Capitol reporter for Fox 56 in Lexington?
Yes, sir. Soon to be erstwhile Capitol reporter here at Fox 56. My last day is Thursday.
Oh, no. Did AI come for you?
With a bang.
You finally made it back to the von Hessler doctrine. You know, your career's going in a circle. I don't want to...
It certainly seems that.
So the big day is here. As far as how things feel, I don't know if there are local polling going on. How does Thomas Massey look to be standing up to, I think it's $35 million that has been put into this race, most of it from outside of Kentucky, to get rid of him because the president doesn't like him. So any polling, what's the lay of the land going into today?
Yeah, this has turned out to be the most expensive primary House race in U.S. history. So that is the kind of numbers we're working with here. I'll tell you, about a month ago, just about all the insiders would have said, that Massey had this thing in the bag. The guy he's running against, Ed Galrine, was kind of a political unknown of sorts. The Kentucky Derby, the first Saturday in May, is really kind of considered the starting gate, pun intended, for whenever, political primary season really starts ramping up. And we've seen those polls really tighten these past couple of weeks. Most polls that I've seen, as well as all the insiders I've talked to, really say that tonight could be a toss-up.
Now, with all that money coming in, being there, living there in Lexington, is it one of those nightmare scenarios where there's just an ad for or against Massey every time you turn around? You can't watch anything or see it? Is it that much money? The entire district just must be awash in advertising.
Oh yeah. And his district covers several different TV markets. He's part of Cincinnati. He's part of Louisville as well. So that's part of the reason why there's so much spending going on here. But, some of these ads have got really ugly. There was even one that used, AI-generated video showing Massey holding hands with AOC and Ilhan Omar. They're walking in a hotel room together. And, they were trying to suggest he's in a sexual throuple with them. They're going that far.
These politicians. It is interesting. I saw that story, and I thought to myself, this is a good, politicians, what you're talking about, AI fakery and all of that, politicians, if we had a good class of politicians in this country right now, most of them will be thinking, this is what I have to protect my constituency from. Instead, hey, it's another tool to manipulate the people to give me more power. And that's all you need to know. These politicians don't give a damn about you. It's all about them. Because if I was a politician, I would see that AI fakery as, that's going to hurt my people. That's going to hurt my constituency. But I don't know if that kind of politician even ever existed. But they certainly don't exist now. How do people respond? Do you think most people understand that it's AI? I saw that Massey was saying he thinks some older people on Facebook might think it's real.
Yeah, this race is really there is a split in terms of your age demographics on who's really breaking for Massey and who's really breaking for Ed Galrine. And a lot of your voters that are in the baby boomer and silent generation, they're all polling for Galrine. Not to mention, whenever you see that ad and other ads that have used AI, the disclaimer saying, this is AI satire material is very quick and very hard to see. So, there's plenty of trickery going on there. Not to mention, Galrine has also refused to debate throughout this thing. Really,
no
just
debates?
Kind of trying to ride on the Trump endorsement to get there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no debates. He's been offered 8 debates, right, Bodie?
I believe somewhere in that number, yeah. He's leaned a lot on his military background, pointing out Massey's opposition to foreign aid, especially, recent stuff around Israel, and, that can be really motivating for your older evangelical voters in the Republican camp.
Yeah, the way that it goes is like this. You should never vote for anyone who refuses to debate their ideas. So this says to me that this is all about team loyalty. It's not about policy. It's not about anything like that. If people are gravitating toward, I don't know, these baby boomers, they're really becoming very undignified on their way out the door. That's the only way that I can say it is.
But you and I are still boomers. So
well, I'm barely.
Present company accepted.
Well, I'm barely a boomer. I was born in '64. That was, the war ended in '45. I don't know how I'm considered.
I didn't
a boomer.
define it, but I'm a '61. So.
I know. So, you're born in '61. Yeah, you're deep in. It's you're the problem.
You're
the problem.
Yeah,
Bill.
Well, just honestly, the idea that you would ever vote for someone who refuses to debate their ideas tells me you're not voting based on their ideas. You are just on your hands and knees, supplicant to the President of the United States 24 hours a day, and you are the president's bitch, and you will do what you are told. And that's the only reason. How do you vote for somebody who refuses to debate their ideas? Now, I don't know this guy. He may be a great guy. I don't live in Kentucky. But no one should ever vote for somebody who refuses to debate their ideas. Bodie, thank you for being our boots on the ground there in Lexington, Kentucky, and
You bet.
I will sign you off as soon to be erstwhile reporter.
Come home,
for
Bodie.
Fox 56. Come on home. We don't have any money for you here, but you can hang out. I got a couch in my
office. That's the way
office.
media's going these days. It's okay.
I got a couch in my office. I think when you were an intern, I told you, get out of this business. You didn't listen to me, Bodie. You didn't listen to
Hey,
me.
I made it this far.
That's right. Hey, man, we really appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck, man. Thanks for checking in.
You bet. Thank you so much.
That's Bodie Brooks from Fox 56.
Bodie Brooks.
Does it sound like what you've been basically hearing at
well,
all, Bill
as he
Klein?
said, that it sounds like it's a toss-up. It was a race that Massey was expected to win, as $35 million is dumped into 3 or 4 media markets in Kentucky and Ohio. The race is closed. Boomers are on the Republican side, along with evangels, the most consistent voting base. That will turn out.
And the most inconsistent thinkers. When the most inconsistent thinkers are,
I'm not going to slander all my peers, but they do tend to be at this point in time a little heavily incited to believe this president's in their best interest. I'm not saying
no. I'm not saying to you. I never am saying it. I'm just saying. Does anybody? How unbelievable is it? The evangelicals are losing all of their influence. They are making fools out of themselves because people who aren't necessarily full-on evangelicals, just churchgoers, or maybe a little bit casual, but believe in God and they're Christians and everything, unlike evangelicals, they know that Donald Trump is not a seriously religious person. Yet the evangelicals try to act as if he was nearly anointed by God. And they're losing their credibility. And I've said this before. I get it. They worked very hard to overturn Roe v. Wade. Trump, in the first term, gave them the Supreme Court that did that. And they do owe him
fealty
for that to a degree.
I agree.
To a degree. They're making fools out of themselves. That's what I think. And I believe that with 10 years after Trump's gone, I think there's going to be some sort of mini reformation amongst they're going to have to deal with the fact that they sold their souls to a person, a living human being. I believe that there will be a reckoning where they will have to release something in 10 years that says, you know what?
Like the Vatican too.
Yeah, that wasn't our best era. We kind of got hypnotized by a human being and forgot about what we really worship in this world.
One of the questions on the ballot here in Georgia today was, are you for or against court packing in the future? Because people are so worried that if the Democrats do get control in 2026...
Here's something that neither side seems to understand. Political ideas are either good or bad. That's a bad idea. And when you oppose it on the left because someone on the right wants to do it, once you get into power, if you're not a hypocrite, you have to continue. Things aren't a good idea because you're in power.
Yeah, that idea was pushed forward by Lincoln, who did increase the number of the Supreme Court justices, but that was the last time they were increased.
FDR tried
and got it shot down. Bush talked about it.
Yeah.
If we have a Congress with a backbone, and that's an important part of the equation, it's not going to happen.
It should never happen.
Yeah.
We have 9 is perfectly fine. You're packing it. The idea is you're not supposed to know the outcome. Do people understand this? You're not supposed. It's not supposed to be enough judges in that we always get what we want.
With here in Georgia, Supreme Court appointments have become more politicized, as have Supreme Court elections, and people are concerned.
They should be concerned.
I agree.
Our country is drifting further and further from the principles of the Constitution of the United States.
Just in time for the birthday.
Just in time for America 250. And what a corporate BS. America 250. It sounds like a race at the
Darlington.
Yes, the America 250. Mylan Mark says the 75 express lanes are stopped in Henry County.
No need to get in them out of Stockbridge, or you'll be diverted just off the express lanes at Jonesboro Road. I really feel for our friends trying to get into McDonough in the express lanes. They paid just to sit there. A crash in the 75 express lane just at Highway 2081 has the express lane stopped south of Jonesboro Road. Again, if you get in the express lanes coming out of Stockbridge and Morrow, you'll be taken right back out and put in those through lanes at Jonesboro Road. I-75 in Marietta, really starting to see the crowd build, leaving the South Loop, North Loop up to Highway 5 and 400. That is crowded, leaving Sandy Springs, 285 past the North Springs MARTA station. Watching brake lights because of blue lights on I-85, Chip Canales.
That's right. It's pretty busy right now. I-85 northbound, getting past I-285 Spaghetti Junction. Those delays are starting at Chamblee Tucker Road, and once you get to Jimmy Carter Boulevard, it starts to ease up. But here's some really good news. At a Norcross, that crash, I-85 northbound at Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102, just saw on the jam cam. That crash is now cleared, and delays are improving, making your way into Duluth. This report is sponsored by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick in under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trusto.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Today is Election Day. Stay tuned to 95.5 WSB throughout Election Day for the latest. And once the polls close at 7 p.m., join us live till midnight with the latest results, the potential runoffs, and live results from all over Atlanta, reports from all over the state. Then come back Wednesday morning at 5 for What's Next with Atlanta's Morning News, your 2026 election station, 95.5 WSB. You know, as a TE certified customer, I got their 5-star customer experience and I gave them 5 stars. It's Chris Chandler with Josh Brooker, owner of TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Josh, over 25,000 5-star reviews. What's your secret?
Our attention to detail and friendly technicians really set us apart. They earn those 5-star reviews every day.
TE certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, you've talked for years about the importance of having a financial plan in place because it gives us that roadmap for the journey of retirement. That helps us navigate the ups and the downs, you know, when life doesn't go to script. But hey, when can we ever count on life to go according to script?
Yeah, it never does, but we can script it out for you financially. And this is a pretty robust offer that we would present to you today. The first step is you call us or you go to unleashyourmoney.com and click that portfolio x-ray button or the 401k x-ray. That'll allow us to do about a 10 to 14 page report. We give it to you. It assesses exactly what's included in your financial life, all of your investments. From there, if you want us to take step 2 for you, again, completely complimentary, free of charge, we will build you an income plan to replace your paycheck in retirement. That income plan also includes tax strategies, which are extremely important for people in today's environment. Then if you want us to take the final step, we can fold all of that into a full financial plan and map it out for the rest of your life or until age 100. All 3 of those offers, completely free of charge, completely complimentary. I would start with that portfolio x-ray. It'll take us a few hours to generate the report. We do all that behind the scenes. We give it to you in a half an hour, 45-minute meeting. Very valuable information for you to have on your ready and take home with you.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group today, 770-580-2024. That's 770-580-2024 or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Homes unprotected from destructive termites are tempting trouble. Get termite protection from Breda Pest Management, and your rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Spring allergies in Atlanta are no joke. All Care can help you manage your allergy triggers and develop a customized treatment plan. 15 locations, after hours and weekend appointments. And now, virtual care services. Learn more at allcare-ga.com/allergy.
You've likely heard talk about rising costs, but here's some good news. Last year, Georgia Power froze base rates to help keep costs steady. And while demand for energy is growing across our state, new large energy users are required to pay the cost to serve them, helping protect homeowners and small businesses. This year, Georgia Power also filed fuel and storm recovery updates that'll lower overall rates starting this summer. Reliable energy, more stability, fewer surprises on your bill. Learn more at georgiapower.com/rate freeze.
Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
Once again, this hour's keyword in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway is BACON, bacon. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Bill, we're going to keep you over for one more segment. We do have a little bit of time here. So today is primary election day. And general election for judges. Doesn't make any sense. So right now, where do we... I saw a headline, a national headline about the Georgia stuff that basically said Republicans have the money, but right now Democrats seem to have the turnout based on early
enthusiasm.
voting.
So early voting and absentee voting, about 1.2 million ballots cast. Democrats had about 150,000 ballot edge, pulling ballots more than Republicans. There were only 16,000 votes of that nonpartisan only Supreme Court race, those contests. So 150,000 votes in a statewide contest, it's probably going to have a total of maybe 2.5 million cast. It's a substantial number. I don't know that it wins top of the ticket races, but certainly it's something like those Supreme Court contests. It could make a huge difference. And for the fall, it could make for a tighter contest at the top of the ticket. We're basically deciding nominees for both parties. There will be runoffs for Republican Senate and governor, probably a runoff for a lot of the top of the ticket races, but I'm not certain that Keisha Lance Bottoms won't get out tonight without a runoff on the Democratic gubernatorial race. And
is the vote just split too much?
It's where it's going. So where it came from, the statewide average was 14%. The highest county was Bleckley County with 27%, but that was only like 2,000 votes because of the size of the county. But Fulton and DeKalb was higher, were 15 and 17%. Keisha Lance Bottoms obviously lives in Atlanta and Fulton County. Michael Thurmond has lived the last 4 decades of his life in DeKalb, and so has Chris Carr, the Attorney General, who's a native of there. So where I was looking at yesterday, where those early votes and absentee votes came from, and with that, the number of them. And so I think there's a pretty good chance that former mayor of Atlanta takes it outright tonight. But if she's in the high 40s and still has a runoff, that's going to be difficult for any of the others to surpass.
Sure.
If she's in the mid-30s, then we could see what we usually see, which is the number 2 slingshots pass, picking up endorsements of the other candidates.
Yeah. I still think that she would be a uniquely weak general election candidate for governor of Georgia. Am I wrong? Am I just not following what's going on there?
To avoid getting hammered entirely, I will say that I cannot foresee a circumstance that a former mayor of Atlanta, anywhere near the challenge that she experienced at the end of her first term, won statewide. So whoever the Republican nominee is would go in with a heavy advantage.
Yeah, I could write the negative commercials. Pretty.
Some of them have already been cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, stick around, Bill Crane. Wait, you tell him again? How many? It's bacon. All right, it's
Bacon's
bacon.
the word.
Bacon's the key word. Smiley Mark says there's no room to move. No room to move on the connector. You say?
Oh, you're right.
Are you still?
It's terrible. It's not good at all trying to get into Midtown or downtown from the south or the north side coming out of Cobb County. You'll hit the brakes at West Paces Ferry, 400 at Lennox Road, 85 just below North Druid Hills. Long, slow run to the connectors southbound, northbound 75, 85. Stop and go, leaving 166 Langford Parkway. Finally, some movement. South Metro Express Lane, I-75 southbound with a crash that looks to be cleared now at Highway 155. Slow rolling on I-20 out east, Chip Canales.
Yeah, that's right. Coming out of East Atlanta right now, I-20 eastbound. It's looking very heavy right now as you're approaching Candler Road, making your way towards I-285. Elsewhere, as you're continuing past Stonecrest into Lithonia, it starts picking back up I-20 eastbound, making your way over to Turner Hill Road. Once you make it past that, it's a nice smooth sailing over into Conyers. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustel.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
A stunning home calls for stunning exterior craftsmanship. That's why you trust the Plus. Painting Plus. They have the most experienced exterior craftsmen in the industry.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
Painting Plus. The Plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot! At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it is primary election day in Georgia.
The actual voting was remarkably painless. There's basically no line, so it's pretty straightforward.
Voters heading to the polls to decide who will represent their party in November. This voter in Chamblee says there are some big statewide races he's interested in.
The whole country is watching definitely the Senate race, and anybody that's paying attention knows that the governor's race could be potentially pretty competitive.
Polls are open until 7 o'clock tonight. Under Georgia election law, primary candidates must get more than 50% to win their party's nomination. If necessary, runoff elections will take place June 16th. Police activity in Sandy Springs has caused a few disruptions for voters at nearby Ison Springs Elementary School. Deputy Secretary of State Matthew Tizer says they expect Fulton County to ask for a 4-hour extension for voters there this evening.
We think they'll be granted time extension at that polling location.
Sandy Springs Police and the FBI are searching for a suspicious person dressed in military-style gear. There are no reports of any injuries. Georgia Elections Director Blake Evans says they've heard reports of long delays to vote in Canton today.
We've been in contact with Cherokee County, and I know that there was one location where the wait is now under an hour at that location, but they were sending additional equipment out there to get that line even shorter.
The Secretary of State's office reports strong turnout across metro Atlanta. Our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We will have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see an increase of storms as we get closer to the holiday weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Vice President J.D. Vance gives an update today on negotiations with Iran to end the war. He says they're still hoping for a diplomatic solution, but he says the end goal remains the same.
We are not going to have a deal that allows the Iranians to have a nuclear weapon. So as the president just told me, we're locked and loaded. We don't want to go down that pathway, but the president is willing and able to go down that pathway if we have to.
Vance says the White House wants to reset the relationship with Iran, but adds it takes two to tango. The Atlanta-based CDC is responding to an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. The CDC's Satish Pillai says they're taking steps to prevent it from spreading into the U.S.
The CDC has immediately issued an order to suspend entry of certain persons from DRC, Uganda, and South Sudan due to Ebola outbreak who have been in those countries within the past 21 days.
He says the risk to the U.S. population remains low. 2 American passengers who were exposed to the hantavirus while on a cruise ship are ordered to stay in a special quarantine facility in Nebraska. The CDC says they should remain there through May 31st. That would mark the end of a 21-day monitoring period when the risk of becoming symptomatic is at its highest. Atlanta-based Home Depot is reporting better than expected sales in the first quarter of the year. The home improvement store saw sales of nearly $42 billion. That's up from $40 billion in the prior year. A new snapshot of the housing market shows pending home sales rising more than expected in April. The National Association of Realtors says the number of homes under contract increased 1.4% last month. Stephen Cates with Bankrate says the South is doing better than other parts of the country.
The South overall is seeing the highest growth rate of any of the 4 U.S. regions at about 4.7%.
It is about half of that in metro Atlanta. He says right now it is a buyer's market. It is 5:34 and time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Smile and Mark McKay.
Express lane trouble times 2 now. Bill cleared out the first crash on the south side in McDonough. I-75 southbound express lanes right at Highway 155. Back behind it now. Looks like things are being held up by a secondary crash that was in the back up the I-75 express lanes south of Jonesboro Road, so all that southbound traffic is being diverted on the local exits at Highway 2081 and Highway 155 as police are struggling to get to this multi-car crash impacting the express lanes. Second crash on the south side in those pay lanes this afternoon. It's been a rugged ride trying to work your way on 285 out of the north side, Chip Canales.
Boy, volume is the name of the game, and there's a lot of it leaving Sandy Springs right now. I-285 eastbound starting just before Georgia 400, and you're on and off the brakes pretty much all the way through Spaghetti Junction, Embry Hills, all the way through until you get past Highway 78. Then it's an easier ride making your way over to I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustell.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies and very warm this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures will still be in the upper 80s at that time and slowly cooling into the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms with the heating of the day, high 89. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy skies, morning lows in the mid 60s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons. Saturday, Sunday, and into the holiday on Monday. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
Right now it's 88 in Clarkston and Union City. It's 84 in Locust Grove. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I always say TE Certified checks every box. Chris Chandler here with head box checker Josh Brooker, owner of TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Josh, what's on your TE Certified checklist?
Providing great service that starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
Check.
Doing the job right.
Check.
And giving the highest level of customer service.
Check and check.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Spring cleaning is here, and if you're hosting graduation parties or family get-togethers, now's the time to call Zerorez. Hey Atlanta, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Get your carpets clean for just $35 a room. That's over 50% off. Plus, take an extra $50 off air duct cleaning. Just mention WSB. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, just a deeper clean that lasts longer. Appointments are filling fast. Book now at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Steel Horse Law are 100% local. Get your free Rider's Advantage card at steelhorselaw.com.
When you think of the great outdoors, do you ever think about your own backyard? Hi, this is Candace from Exovations, and have I got a tip for you. We turn backyards into great outdoor living areas. Imagine your home with a new, beautiful, and durable composite deck. Maybe with a relaxing screen porch, or maybe your family would enjoy a stone patio with a pergola to stargaze, or a covered open-air porch with a stunning tongue and groove ceiling. Add an outdoor fireplace, kitchen, or bar area for even more function and beauty. We can design and install your greatest outdoor adventure. And with Exovations, you'll get your project delivered on time, on budget, and without all that stress you usually hear about in construction. Let's make your outdoors great again. Schedule your free quote today at exovations.com. That's EXOVATIONS.com.
All right, Bill Crane, I see this story. First of all, does everybody have their Zen? You ready? You got your Zen?
I do.
It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night.
I do not have a Zen.
Apparently, if you use Zen, you're more likely to be a conservative.
Makes sense.
It's weird how these different products can, like, you could, if you put a Zen.
Like
Tie color, yes, which you've gotten in trouble with.
I have an unopened can of it in the car.
But it's like, supposedly it's the conservative thing. And I was thinking about how weird it is how these, remember for years it was like super beats. That was for conservatives. Like liberals that didn't. It's like an odd thing.
I think that was from Joe Rogan that he was pushing it.
It is from Joe Rogan. And
Zen, not the super beats.
No, the super beats.
No, the super beats.
Oh, really?
Well, Herman Cain, he did it.
Yes, he chewed on the
But it ended up being like all the
I will say
conservative
nitrous
media.
oxide is actually a thing. And
No, I'm not.
beats.
But my point is this: I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm saying I think it's funny when a food or a supplement or something becomes attached to. Oh, you must be a member of MAGA if you do that. Like,
listen, if you want to find Zens, I'm telling you, they are universally used amongst Gen Zers, especially if you go
supposedly they get you focused, get your mind focused.
If you go to any concert venue in Atlanta, especially as a man, and you look in the urinal, there is going to be Zens in there.
Really?
Every time in any
Used
concert.
to be Skull Bandits. What's wrong with kids?
How long before that ends up in the nostril of some marine life somewhere? A turtle.
You're right.
That's what makes me sad, Bill Crane. That's what makes me sad.
That turtle doesn't need that Zen.
All right, where do you think all this is? Do you think I don't want to put you in a position of predictions. You don't do predictions. That's silly. You just give me analysis of what's going on.
Well, analysis is forecasting. But
sure. Tomorrow.
Ask away.
We wake up.
Obi-Wan.
Do you think Thomas Massey will win or not?
I hope so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I hope
so. I pray, but I don't know.
I hope so. But I would be delighted if I woke up tomorrow and Thomas Massey.
There are other races the president has targeted, and I do believe that some of them will be won by the people running against that machine. Right. But he's very effectively built a machine this time around, and he's using
What about Ken Paxton?
Well, he just endorsed Ken Paxton.
He just endorsed over John Cornyn, which is infuriating all the incumbent members of the U.S. Senate. If Ken Paxton is to win that primary in Texas,
isn't he more likely to lose the general?
Yeah, and it basically hands the GOP Senate control over to the
It's not about that. It's about loyalty. It's not about politics or anything. It's about loyalty. It's about being able to say
fealty, not loyalty.
Fealty. Yeah, and
yes.
I sold.
He says loyalty, but it's fealty.
He doesn't understand loyalty is a two-way street. Fealty is when that's what he wants. But yeah, you get down on your knees.
Kiss the ring and other parts.
Yes, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I feel like a broken record when it comes to all this. Well, we don't talk about it all that much, but it is primary day.
Well, do you want some of the sunshiny stuff?
Well, let me ask you one more question about Massey.
Your show.
And I ask you this off air. I think you think the answer is no. Do you think that if he lost, because he's been elected in that district, I think since 2012, every 2 years. So he has some appeal, maybe outside the primary process. Obviously, it's not just Republicans, it's independents that have been voting for him. Do you think that he gets angry enough at the administration that he runs an independent campaign, either winning it outright or splitting the Republican vote and handing the House seat to the Democrats?
I don't know the specific Kentucky law because they vary by state as to how you get on the ballot as an independent. There's usually a petition process. That aside, he is a loyal Republican partisan, and I don't think he'd want to do that to the party, not the president, but to the party in Kentucky and some of his other colleagues because, as you say, if he runs as an independent and there's a Republican and it's solid Democrat, and there will be, given the makeup of the district is Lexington, Louisville, and pieces of Cincinnati, the border, it becomes probably a Democratic seat in a time that the Democrats are going to take control of the House. So my thinking is he wouldn't. He would just sit back or run for another office.
Or wait a couple of years.
That's
maybe
what I'm saying. Run for governor, run for
Maybe wait a few years and just run for that House seat again.
Yeah, run for the House seat again, run for the U.S. Senate.
Yeah. But to Eric's point, though, I mean, when you hear the president go after you the way that he did earlier this week, I mean, listen to this, guys. I mean, that would fire me up. The emotional side of me would make me want to run.
There's a side of me goes like, you may win this battle, but I'm going to win the war.
I could see him running for Mitch McConnell's Senate seat. Mitch is not seeking re-election. He is not in good health.
That makes sense.
I could see that happening.
This is what the president said.
We got to get rid of this loser. This guy is bad. He's disloyal to the Republican Party. He's disloyal to the people of Kentucky. And most importantly, he is disloyal to the United States of America.
Oh, really? Was he selling secrets to...
Foreign agent for Russia.
Where's Lee Greenwood?
Yeah, but you know what? That's the kind of thing where you wouldn't just throw that around frivolously in the past. To say that someone's disloyal to their country, there's a definition for that. You're not disloyal to your country because you question something that your president is doing. That's not the definition. It's not within 1,000 yards.
Or that you're the only male member of Congress on the Republican side who initially voted to discharge the Epstein petition.
Right. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. And he told Marjorie Taylor Greene, well, my friends will get hurt if this stuff gets out. That's what he cares about. Well, he cares about billionaires. He cares about, if you're not a billionaire, you don't really add up to this guy. That's just the way that it is. We've all seen other presidents from time to time amongst the rabble. I don't know that I've ever, I'm sure he must have, and I'm not talking about when he shows up after a hurricane and throws stuff to the crowd. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just, people get confused when he says things like, they stop me and they say, please, sir, too much winning. We're winning too much. The economy's too good. And people...
It's kind of hard to get through the rope line in the bubble to have those kind of conversations with the President of the United States.
But yeah, because people look at that...
Maybe when he was working that shift at McDonald's. That has been a bit ago.
People look at that and they go, who is he talking to? He's talking to the only people he talks to, billionaires.
Well, and the people in the bubble who bring him the printouts on the golf cart and stuff like that.
But if he's saying people are stopping him on and saying, oh, your policies are the economy is too on fire. Well, yeah, the billionaires that are always talking to him, there's no connection. It's amazing that this guy is a populist leader. And I haven't looked into populism enough. Is it usually like this? That the guy at the top of a populist movement is actually an elitist who thinks of the unwashed as unworthy of his attention?
I mean, as we all know on this show, I'm not a huge fan of the current president of the United States, but I don't view him as an elitist. I view him as someone who benefits from access to all of those people, and they're making him incredibly wealthy. And, if you look at his background or you check out the movie The Apprentice and the way his father treated him, I mean, Donald Trump certainly didn't have a humble background, but he was not the fair-haired boy that his older brother who died of alcoholism was. And I think he's just a very sad person with a wounded ego who just uses bravado and says...
Lashing out?
Yeah, says what he wants to be true over and over again to the extent that he believes it is true.
Well, he gets in front of cameras and everyone in America is behind this Iran war. It's like,
in the ballroom, that's a gift to the American taxpayers.
A gift to the American people.
Repainting of the mall that will take
all
weeks
these things,
on the reflecting pond.
Usually you would like to get gifts. Usually gifts aren't. And I was thinking about how cynical he is. Why did we wake up one day and all of a sudden the East Wing was knocked down? Because he just said, well, they're going to try to tie me up with red tape, so just knock it down, and there's nothing they'll be able to do about it. He doesn't give a damn about anybody else's opinion but his own. But hey, we don't get all that political here very often because I end up sounding like that. And then I drive home and think, who the hell wants to listen to me go on about that? But Bill
Well, it
Crane,
is an election day.
It is an election day. So
we can do it today. It's appropriate today. Carve-out day.
It's not the show. This show is not an anti-Trump show. It's just if you get me talking, I'm going to tell you what I think about
Let
anything.
me close me out with the sunshine element.
All right, let's close this out with some sunshine.
We had record turnout for these primaries, almost 250,000, more votes than 2022, which had set a record with the GOP having a number of contested races for governor. The president had a slate, went all down but one in flames, Burt Jones. There wasn't a lot of contest on the Democratic side for the Senate race or the governor's race. But record number of candidates for local office, Republicans and Democrats, across the state. People are still wanting to serve in their school boards, their city councils, their county commissions. Record number of candidates for the General Assembly because we got turnover. Every major constitutional office this time in Georgia has no incumbent. Governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, secretary of state. You have to get down to insurance commissioner and agriculture commissioner and commissioner of education to have an incumbent. So there's going to be some new leadership.
Okay.
New leadership presents opportunity, and I'd like to focus on some
the
of that
sunshiny stuff. And let me end with this sunshiny kind of thing. In case people in campaigns don't know, if you use AI fakery to manipulate an election so that you get more power, this just in. This is a fact. There's a special room. There's a special room in hell waiting for you when you die. Just so you know, do what you want. Bill Crane, we'll see you all night on Channel 2.
I'll be back in next week here.
All right. Have a great week.
See you, Autumn.
She laughed a lot.
I know.
There she is. Smiley Mark.
I'm not Wes Moss.
Smiley Mark says the 75 express lanes are shut down again in Henry County.
Second crash of the afternoon. Doesn't pay to be in those pay lanes on the south side because you're getting out of them. Now, as soon as you get to Jonesboro Road, traffic being diverted out of the I-75 express lanes due to a crash on I-75 southbound in those pay lanes just before Highway 2081. Again, this is the second crash in the area trying to get into McDonough, so it's rugged, making those through lanes extra heavy, leaving Hudson Bridge Road. It's already been slow through downtown Atlanta. Now a new crash in the mix, Chip Canales.
Just to make matters worse right now, the crash I-20 eastbound just past I-75-85. That's exit 57. It's blocking off the entrance ramp from I-75-85 south as you're making your way towards I-20 east, and those delays are stretched way back right now, causing heavy delays making your way into Midtown. You got delays on I-85 all the way as far back as Georgia 400 and beyond. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
When I was a kid, my dream wasn't a mansion. It wasn't a yacht. It was a 250cc Kawasaki dirt bike sitting in the garage. That garage and that bike represented freedom. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, we know your garage holds more than tools. It holds dreams. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one. So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
I think maybe there's a possibility that our good friend George Clark has fallen off the wagon when it comes to the whole new I'm going to present myself to the world in a more stylized fashion.
He's boho.
He's bohemian.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the natural state for George Clark. I think the boho thing is all right, but I listen. It might be
a rocky road.
It is a. There's a lot of false starts. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. And some bumps in the road.
Yes.
Are you still interested in this idea, or are we just past it?
No, I'm interested in this idea.
You know, you got to be yourself. You can't pretend to be something that you're not.
I don't want to do that.
No, but are you buying new clothing for your new look?
I've been shopping, but I haven't been buying. You know, you star things on different websites, that kind of thing. So when I do have the money to spend, I'll know what I want to spend it on.
So it's a wish list.
Exactly.
And what would you say the category? Is it tech bro look kind of thing? I mean, they can look sharp. I mean, they can be, as long as you.
I'm not sure what. No, I wouldn't say that. Like a sweater vest kind of deal.
No. Like tech bro to me is like
fleeces,
kind of Miami Vice sort of kind of. I don't know. It's like sunglasses,
rocking chinos, jeans, just kind of upgrading all those items and maybe some new shirts.
Here's a new idea. Here's an idea. Nobody's doing this. Black tie every day, everywhere you go. Everywhere.
The full tux?
The whole thing.
Full
tux. Everywhere you go, everything. You will stand out.
And then you know
be
what?
Like Lex, the podcaster, that guy who always wears.
I don't want to be like him.
Yeah.
And on the street, you'll run into a woman in a ball gown, and then you guys will be.
This is it.
Turns out she wears it every day.
We were made for each other.
Yeah.
Perfect time to start up to wear the black, wear the tux in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Because then you get acclimated.
That's right. You'll smell terrible, but that's all right. So, was I going to ask one more question about this?
Full tux.
Yeah.
Yep,
you get the tux. You get the whole deal there. You feel like it's going to – I think you're half in, half out, I got to say. So you might as well just get all out.
I'm not ready to jump off.
You can't be half
yet.
classy. You can't be half classy.
Make the time
Not
for
with
the
that
other.
attitude.
You're either in or you're out. You got to decide, George Clark.
Got to make that time for that goop every day. Give yourself an
That's
extra
right.
2 minutes for goop.
Thank you,
Smile and Market.
30 seconds for goop.
It's like a health tip. 2 for goop. Smile and Mark says there's a crash on 20 in East Atlanta.
Involving a dump truck, Georgia State Patrol tending to it, and it had the ramp temporarily shut down from the connector south to I-20 eastbound. Did you no favors if you're trying to head into Midtown or downtown on 75, 400 on 85. That's on the right shoulder. Through lanes of I-20, though, are jammed from West Atlanta trying to get to the downtown connector on the eastbound side. One big hassle in Henry County this afternoon. Yet another Chip Canales.
Still dealing with the jam out of McDonough right now. The crash in the express lanes, I-75 southbound right after Jonesboro Road, exit 221. You just might want to move on over to the through lanes as you're getting past Stockbridge there. This traffic report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer in your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Folks, spring is in full swing here in Atlanta, and so are those bugs. Termites are swarming, mosquitoes are buzzing, and ants are biting. And nothing will run you inside faster than fighting off all 3 at once. I've lived in my house for 23 years, and thanks to Arrow Exterminators, I've been bug-free for all 23 of them. That's why I trust this family-owned company. For over 62 years, Arrow's been protecting Atlanta homes and businesses from pests. They've built their entire reputation on great customer service and treatments that are effective and environmentally friendly. Don't let the bugs ruin your outdoor fun this spring. Take back your yard with Arrow's Mosquito Control Service and let them handle the termites and ants too. They back all services with 100% satisfaction guarantee. Schedule your free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent ya.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Exovations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Exovations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, it is just in. Sandy Springs police now confirm the suspect involved in a manhunt near Overlook Park is in custody. It's been an hours-long search leading to a soft lockdown and disruptions for voters at nearby Eisen Elementary School. Officers say they have safely located and taken that suspect into custody. No injuries are reported. Police had been searching for the man in military-style gear. We are still waiting for an update from Fulton County on whether the polling site at the elementary school will be open longer than 7 p.m. tonight to make up for the disruptions. Elections Director Blake Evans says if that one precinct has to stay open late, it should not affect reporting elsewhere.
I don't expect that there's going to be any delay in reporting of the remainder of the results. And talking with Fulton,
I believe at that location, they'll have somebody there that's ready as soon as they finish.
The Secretary of State's office reports strong turnout for today's primary elections. Voters have one more hour left now to cast a ballot. WSB's Graham Carroll is visiting Metro Atlanta polling locations, talking to voters.
I've heard from voters in Gwinnett and DeKalb counties, everyone expressing strong interest in casting a vote for governor. In that race, it is possible both the Democratic and Republican primaries could end up in a runoff. I spoke to Ryan in Chamblee. He says other races are just as important.
Stuff like judges obviously isn't very exciting, but as we've seen in the political process the last couple of years, can be utterly critical all throughout the system.
Everyone I talked to said the voting process was easy. They were in and out in just a matter of minutes. Poll workers think the overall numbers will be a little higher than a typical primary by the time polls close at 7 o'clock.
And our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7. We'll have complete coverage of all the races and results as they come in tonight and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta, staying warm this week. What are the chances for scattered showers and storms? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Emory University breaks ground today on a new first-of-its-kind research unit in the U.S.
A new 10-bed isolation unit located on the 5th floor of Emory is ground zero for the study of human-to-human transmission of airborne infectious diseases.
And so we've been moving into studying and establishing a human transmission model that is safe and robust so that we can study how the virus is spreading between people in places where we live and work and gather.
Dr. Seema Lakdawala says this unit will help them better understand how viruses are spread through the air and how to mitigate the spread. The first study gets underway in June. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The state today confirms 3 new cases of measles. The Georgia Department of Public Health says the cases are 3 members of a Metro Atlanta family who had traveled internationally and are not vaccinated. The state is currently working to track down those who may have been exposed. There have already been 5 confirmed cases of measles in Georgia so far this year. A girl is recovering from minor injuries after she is shot at her school bus stop in DeKalb County this morning. Police say the shooting happened just before 8 a.m. at Stone Mill Drive and Juliet Road. The DeKalb County School District says the girl attends Stone Mountain High School. The shooting is under investigation and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. New information on the 2 teen suspects in the deadly shooting at a mosque in San Diego. Reporter Alex Stone says it's being investigated as a hate crime.
The FBI insisting in this that what they're calling a manifesto, that it was not specifically against the Islamic faith, that it was against everybody and against all religions and against all different races, and it was full of hate as they are going through it right now.
The suspects killed 3 people, including a security guard, before they were found dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. The NAACP is launching a campaign urging black athletes and supporters to boycott major college athletic programs in southern states over voting rights. The group announcing its out-of-bounds campaign targeting schools in a number of states, including Georgia. It is now 6:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Smile and Mark McKay.
Traffic red alert on the south side. The express lanes are no-go, Bill, between Stockbridge and McDonough. Crash, several injuries, several first responders on the scene, shutting down the South Metro Express lane 75 South, just below Jonesboro Road. If you're in the express lanes leaving I-675, all of the express lane traffic being put into the through lanes before you get to Highway 2081. So all lanes headed south, leaving Stockbridge toward McDonough slow because of the southbound express lane shutdown due to a crash that has impacted those pay lanes on the south side. Crash in East Atlanta has cleared to the right shoulder. Still seeing delays I-20 eastbound headed toward the downtown connector. Connector's pretty rugged, especially heading in from the north side, trying to work your way past Georgia Tech. No better on 285 across the north side perimeter there, Chip Canales.
Not really. It's still a tough ride due to volume right now. Coming out of Sandy Springs, I-285 eastbound, the inner loop, and that's on and off the brakes until you reach around Buford Highway, but that's just a quick relief because once you get over to I-85 in Doraville, it really starts picking back up. You don't find relief again until after Highway 78. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies and very warm this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures will still be in the upper 80s at that time and slowly cooling into the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms with a heating of the day, high 89. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy skies, morning lows in the mid-60s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons. Saturday, Sunday, and into the holiday on Monday, mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid-80s.
Right now, 86 in Covington and Cartersville, 89 in Jonesboro. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's correct, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
You're staying on until midnight with
I'll
Shelley,
be on
right?
until 7 a.m.
Whoa.
We're going to go over every primary
all
in
over
every
the country.
state. I'm going to have that lady from the Cook Political Report.
Is he really on till midnight tonight?
Shelley's on till midnight. Shelley's on till midnight. Well, he's really into these election things.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even vote. So why would you have me here?
Oh, that's why you've been eyeing my sticker. Okay, makes sense now.
Eyeing
Jealous.
your sticker?
Yeah, you're jealous.
He's coveting it.
How do you know it's not? I'm just using it as an excuse to look at your breastplate.
Well, I guess it could
Breastplate?
There's an erotic image.
Sexy sternum.
That's right.
Yeah, everybody's walking around with her, I voted. Oh, well, okay, I didn't. You know what? Next year I'm going to get my I didn't vote. It's going to have an upside down peach on it. By the way, those look cheap. That's a different sticker.
Yeah, every district now has their own.
Yeah. In Fulton County, we have a very unique sticker.
Stop.
Okay, we
You
have a
know
unique
better.
sticker.
You know better.
I should have known.
Don't do that. Throw
Walk
me.
on eggshells, Jared.
Throw me.
I have
Okay.
a unique sticker.
Yes. There's no such thing as very unique.
Well, very, very unique.
No.
Cancels it out.
I guess then it would be just unique at that point. If the varies cancel each other out, I guess there is some proper way to say that. Unique means one of a kind. There's no moderating that. It's either one of a kind or it's not. So you're not very one of a kind. You're one of a kind or you're not. So it's either
Just
unique
replace it with
or
special.
Now, you could say it's very special.
Right.
Yes, that would make sense.
Why is it very special?
Well, then
Because
you
it's
have to.
so unique.
There's no so. It's
It can be
either
so.
no. You're not. Just
can't do so?
always put in one of a kind. Does that make sense? It's so one of a kind. No,
Sure, because
no.
it's emphasis about it being one of a kind.
That there's only one of it. So all you have
Yeah,
to do is
but
say it's
one of a
unique. It's one of a kind. There's only one. It's not comparable to anything else.
comparable.
This is the mistake that even smart people on television and radio are constantly saying very unique, and it's just one of those things that just drives me a little bit bananas.
Hour 4 is very unique.
Hour 4 is unique because it's usually the hour that we crash and burn after a really good show.
My sticker says our pipes don't burst really late at night.
Oh, they're pushing back on those damn...
The cab has solid pipes.
That's right.
How dare you? You guys over there, you're always the last one to... We get our results in before y'all do.
in the Georgia Dome, hiding all the
Oh,
votes.
get it right. State Farm Arena.
Whatever.
How dare you?
Is that always an election center?
I
Or
don't
was it
think
just that one time?
For Fulton to count the votes, right? Or was it because it was the
I think it was
pandemic?
I think that was either pandemic related or in a presidential election that one opens.
Oh.
But that's not my voting precinct.
That's
in
where they
Fulton
took
County.
all the fraudulent ballots and counted them.
That's what I
You
hear.
good, Rudy?
There are a lot of
I'm
mules.
better now. I got last rights, and you know what? It helped.
Oh, yeah, he lived.
Yeah, I'm alive.
That must be something that you get last rights and you live.
Well, you know, the power of prayer.
But like the next time it happens, you're thinking, this is probably nothing.
You get second last rights. You get seconds.
It's like the priest who cried last rights or something like.
No, they only
like they're not
last
going to
2
believe
weeks.
you.
They last 2 weeks, and then you got to get them again.
Yeah, but are you going to believe it the next time?
You got to re-up.
You got to re-up.
Okay.
And I want my car back.
Was that taken by the election workers?
I think so.
I thought you got to keep the car.
They took my baseballs
They
and
took
my
some
car.
baseball or something like that.
Baseballs.
You got your cigars. You're all right. You're all right.
I shouldn't have smoked them.
Oh, is that? I don't know what he had, but well, good. Well, he made it through.
He had
You know,
Mema.
what's that?
I don't know. Just made it up.
Oh, okay. You said
Eric,
it,
bringing it to the.
no, you said it in such a
Reaching
way
out.
that I thought he was telling me something that I didn't know. I I didn't realize.
What's that?
Explain yourself,
God, what's
sir.
that?
Lungs and
Tim,
me
tell
mine.
me what it is.
You don't want it, believe me.
Oh, I don't want anything. I want to be like one of these tech people. I'm gonna live forever.
You could start now.
I was thinking about that hubris, like
He
that
is
guy.
It is happening now.
It is happening now. Brian Johnson, that guy who's not the lead singer of AC/DC, but the tech bro who's living his whole life to be able to live forever.
He has spent so much of his fortune on that.
But he's not the only one. all these tech people with their underground bunkers, and they're going to live through nuclear wars and all that. It's just really, just think of the hubris of this whole Silicon Valley group that have decided that they're better than death. They're going to take on death. Hey, newsflash, you're going to lose. You're not going to win that fight. But the hubris of it. Hey, you know what? We're so smart. I think that we can, we can figure out a way to live forever. I'm not betting on that one. I'm not putting in a position on Kalshi on that tech bros will live together. And what if they did? Can you imagine like 300 years of Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Mark Zuckerberg?
Just a barren planet with robots everywhere and those
just
guys.
Data centers. Nothing but data centers.
We would get the Boring Company.
I just had my 700th child.
Yeah. And they're all going to live forever.
Yes, they are. My super dreams.
Even you don't have enough money to support all that forever.
I don't need it because of AI. They don't have to work and they get money.
Yeah, that's right. We're all the AI bros, the oligarchs, are just going to pay us all not to work. Does anybody think these ideas through? And by the way, people hate it. People do not like AI, and it doesn't matter. It's not like you live in a country that says the people are in charge. Oh, you do? Well, it doesn't matter. Like you look at Utah, the people of Utah are like, we don't want this data center.
The ex-CEO of Google gave a commencement speech at Arizona State University or Arizona University, and he got wickedly booed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of all
talking about AI.
Talking about AI. There was I think it was Glendale Community College or something, and it's obviously in Arizona. So while they were doing the graduation ceremony, some kids started to notice that their names weren't called when it was their time. And then the president of the school had to go up there and say, sorry, we have a new AI system and it's kind of glitching. And the crowd just broke into boos. Nobody wants this. Nobody enjoys the art. Nobody wants the data centers. But it doesn't matter what we want. There's like 8 billionaires, and we've just decided, here's the future. It's in your hands. Whatever you tell us to do, no matter how much it hurts, I guess you're smarter than us. These people in Utah do not want this 40,000-acre data center that Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank is behind. But it doesn't matter what they want.
I can't even fathom that.
Well, but it doesn't matter what they want because the politicians, who do you think they're getting the money from for the next campaign? It's so transparent.
And if we don't do it, China will. So.
Let them.
Yeah.
Let them. You know what? Put all the data centers over there and we'll just,
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going to happen. That's my understanding is, Trump is kind of ruining this for them with the war right now. But their plan has been, we'll just build them all in the UAE or something. Fine. Do that. Build them in friendly countries that we can access them from. But we don't want it. The people don't want it. People don't like AI. They don't like the fact that they're being told to use AI now so that we can replace you in the future. Strangely enough, that's not going down well with people. And they see the AI product as just garbage. Garbage. I guess if you're coding or something, or I don't know, but not everybody does that.
Adobe Firefly, which is their AI image creator, has this campaign now where it's like a pizza hanging on a clothesline, and it's like your imagination come to life, and all it's just a pizza on a or a fish with shoes on.
I always wanted that.
Yeah. Boy, that's
mind blowing.
Yeah. Wow,
my dream.
Wow, I can finally make that great artwork.
Putting them where you said in the UAE or any of those Arab states, Gulf states, is a brilliant idea because it's almost mostly desert, so you could build it there, and then you can use the seawater So you're not taking fresh water.
I would guess. I don't know. But I don't have any problem with that. Build them somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I don't believe is they're going to build them in space. You know, the people who invest money in projects by Elon and all these people, they just must not be very bright. Why would I give $1 to a guy named Mark Zuckerberg who just burned $85 billion on a project that he told us was the future, the metaverse? Just like, how do you keep your job, even if you founded the company? Has it ever happened in history that any employee or founder of a large corporation lost $85 billion on their personal vision and then it's like, okay, well, what other ideas you got? Here's some money. I got more money for you.
His vision was ahead of its time. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, you know, now we know what it costs to be ahead of your time. $85 billion. How do you keep your job? What?
Well, and it wasn't ahead of its time. There are products out there that
yes,
people
and it
use
looked
that
like crap.
People don't trust him.
Remember,
they don't
remember
like
when the
what he's
people saw it
presenting?
at first and he's like, this is the future? And everybody in their gut goes, that just looks like crap. But they wouldn't say it because like, well, he's Zuckerberg. He started Facebook. I guess he's smarter than me. They're not smarter than you. They're good at one thing, making more money than you'll ever see in your lifetime. But other than that, Smiley Mark says the South Metro Express lanes are troublesome.
They've certainly been that way since about 4 o'clock. We've had 2 crashes in those express lanes in Henry County. Eric, the latest one, very big first response here with fire rescue, Hero and police shutting down the 75 South Metro Express lanes below Jonesboro Road. That's where traffic is being diverted out of the express lanes and into the general purpose lanes, causing a big slowdown between Stockbridge and MacDonough this afternoon and now running into this evening. You're running into delays on the west side perimeter, inner and the outer loop. Crash in the right lane, 285 southbound past 166, and a crash holding things up in the work zone, 285 northbound, the inner loop at Cascade Road. How's I-20, Chip Canales?
Here comes the sun out of Fulton County, I-20 westbound. Once you get past Six Flags, you start getting the sun in your eyes. I-20 westbound at Thornton Road, but once you get past that, it's an easy ride into Douglasville over on the east side, on the East Freeway. I-20 eastbound, you start getting some volume right there at Wesley Chapel Road. You're on and off the brakes. Once you get after Panola Road, it's a nice easy ride into Stonecrest and on towards Conyers. This report is sponsored by Ameris Bank. Ameris Bank is a dedicated advocate for you, proudly by your side on your financial journey. Learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
We're seeing all the signs. Pollen counts are high. Fewer mornings are chilly. Step by step, we are headed to summer. This is Scott Slade, and the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air wants you to be ready for the hot and humid days we know are ahead. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And don't forget the spring savings extend far beyond the big season change with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. That's zero repair cost till 2041. Ragsdale's a name I know you could trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. How do I know? I've used a lot of those services, and they have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. I've been a Ragsdale customer for years. I always come away impressed with their friendly, quality service. A lot of these Ragsdale guys have been with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. So take advantage of this great deal. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Do you notice any gaps between your floors and walls, or are your basement walls bowing? These aren't cosmetic issues. They can be indicators of foundation problems. You need AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Visit aquaguard.net today to schedule your free inspection. Remember,
AquaGuard.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Mike Shields and triple team traffic. Hundreds of cameras. Crash and construction warnings. The best alternate routes. Join us. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood. So when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot! At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hair volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Available as a tablet or a delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
All right, you want a story? It's a choice. It's your choice. You guys want a story from the lifestyle/culture/society?
No.
It's too many options.
Well, I mean,
slash.
well, yeah. It's strangely enough, I only have one story in that bin. But yeah, it's a large. It can hold a lot of different kinds of stories. Currently, it's only holding one. Okay. And then there's another slash here. Happy/good news.
Aww,
that's nice. Yeah,
that's so cute.
Ratings killer.
I don't want to hear nothing positive.
I was going to call that one. I should just call that section ratings killer. And then we got K-shaped world.
I like the first one. The slash.
Lifestyle/culture/society.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I look at this, I think it could have gone into K-shaped world.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what you want then. You want K-shaped
I just
world.
don't like the description. I don't like K-shaped world. It's stupid.
What do you mean it's stupid?
Who wants the letter K? Nobody.
But
only in comedy is the sound good.
But
and
see,
K itself.
And baseball.
But see, you care about these things because all K-shaped world is about how Jeff Bezos is on one part of it and you're on the other.
Yeah, but do we need more of that fuel to this fire? I don't.
No. Well, you don't want to know.
Are we trying to have a good time?
Do you want? So you just never want to know what's going on with the folks who run the world and hate your guts?
Not really.
Keep your head in the sand, Autumn.
What am I going to do about it?
Well,
go to happy news.
There isn't. Okay, ratings killer. All right.
No, see?
I didn't invent the world. Don't blame me.
Society pages.
Let's do the slashes.
All right.
You're a slash.
I'm saying this is.
Hey, that's true.
You're going to be disappointed because it's.
Hot dog shaped.
Oh, look at that. The music started playing.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the W-shaped world.
Quiet luxury is out. Loud, in-your-face wealth is booming. That's the story. And my only thought that I had about that was growing up in this country, when back in the old days when somebody was being ostentatious about they had the biggest car and they had
new money.
Beyond that, most of the time you knew that person's not actually rich. They're just in debt. But things have changed now where the rich are so arrogant and so it really, we just live in this. There's just so many jerks in our society, and there's way more than there used to be. And sadly enough, it seems to go with wealth. I've known a lot of very wealthy people who drive cars that would never make you think. That's the truly wealthy. Like Warren Buffett. Didn't he just like drive the same car for 20 years
crappy
or
clothes.
so? Yeah, when you see those people. But now the rich have become such douchebags that now when you see people acting like that, you have to assume, no, he's rich. I think he's just a douchebag. Smiley Mark says there's a crash on the west side.
See it on the Jam Cam, the right lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop past 166 Langford Parkway. No better heading northbound, leaving Langford Parkway with a crash in that work zone at Cascade Road. Express lanes not good in Henry County, Chip Canales.
Still keeping an eye on that crash in the express lanes, I-75 southbound, right after Jonesboro Road, exit 221. If you're coming out of Stockbridge, you're going to want to move over to the through lanes. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustel.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Introducing All Care, preventative health and immediate access for your urgent medical needs without urgent copays, 7 days a week at 15 Atlanta area locations. From scrapes and sniffles to long-term care, including chronic conditions, weight management, and even behavioral health. Plus convenient online scheduling, same-day appointments, and availability for urgent needs and walk-ins, including after hours and on weekends. Remember, primary care plus immediate care equals All Care.
Dave Baker here. I've been around this industry a long time, and here's what I've learned. The best suppliers don't just fill orders, they help you solve problems. That's why so many pros rely on Randall Brothers. The team at Randall Brothers understands construction, old houses, new builds, decks, all of it. You can bring in a sample or hand them the plans, and they'll help you get it right before it turns into a costly mistake. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Find your local business banker at amerisbank.com/businessbankers. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a manhunt is over in Sandy Springs. Police say the suspect they've been looking for near Overlook Park is now in custody. It's been an hours-long search leading to a soft lockdown and disruption for voters at nearby Eisen Elementary School. Officers say they've taken the suspect into custody without incident. No injuries are reported. Police have been searching for that suspect wearing military-style gear. We're still waiting for an update from Fulton County on whether the polling site at the elementary school will be open longer than 7 p.m. tonight to make up for the disruptions. This just in, 11 polling locations in Cobb County will be staying open past 7 o'clock after technical issues earlier today. Today's primaries will decide who will represent their party in November. This voter in Norcross tells us what she's looking for in candidates.
I think the main thing is having leaders who understand that what we need to be looking out for is the greater good of this country and the people that live here.
Polls are open another 30 minutes. Under Georgia election law, primary candidates must get more than 50% to win their party's nomination. If necessary, runoff elections will take place June 16th. And our in-depth primary night coverage begins at 7 o'clock. We'll have complete coverage of all the races and results tonight as they come in and tomorrow morning on 95.5 WSB, your 2026 election station. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta, staying warm with storm chances increasing this week. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Vice President J.D. Vance gives an update today on negotiations with Iran to end the war. He says the U.S. is locked and loaded, but he hopes for a diplomatic solution.
We're in a pretty good spot here, but there's an option B. And the option B is that we could restart the military campaign to continue to prosecute the case, to continue to try to achieve America's objectives.
Vance says the end goal is for Iran to never have a nuclear weapon. The Atlanta-based CDC updates its response to an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. The CDC's Satish Pali says the American doctor who tested positive while working for a missionary organization is now receiving treatment in Germany.
In addition, the other 6 individuals who are identified as high-risk contacts are also having movement plans that are finalizing and will be transiting to Europe as well.
He says the risk to the U.S. population remains low. The State Department is warning U.S. citizens against travel to several nations experiencing the Ebola outbreak, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Uganda. Atlanta-based Home Depot has better than expected sales, even as Americans are faced with higher prices. Reporter Jim Ryan has a look at the numbers.
The Home Depot has beaten expectations for the fiscal first quarter, ringing up sales of nearly $42 billion and reaffirming its guidance to investors for the rest of the year. The company said it continues to expect fiscal 2026 sales to grow between 2.5% and 4.5% compared to last year.
Home buying is picking up steam. Pending home sales were up more than expected in April. The National Association of Realtors says the number of homes under contract increased 1.4% last month, with the South leading the way at 4.7%. Bankrate Stephen Cates tells us how things look in Metro Atlanta.
It's a little bit less than that. We're still seeing about 2.5% year-over-year growth. The median days on market for most homes is rising. So buyers are still a little bit hesitant given prices, given mortgage rates.
He says right now it is a buyer's market. The Georgia Department of Transportation will suspend lane closures over the busy Memorial Day weekend travel period. The road work will stop Friday at noon and continue through Tuesday, May 26th at 5 a.m. While lane closures are suspended for the weekend, construction crews may still be working near roadways, and some long-term closures could remain in place for safety reasons. It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Smile and Mark McKay.
Got the express lanes open again, hopefully for good on the south side. It's been a rugged afternoon and evening for those who pay to work between Stockbridge and McDonough. Second crash of the afternoon has cleared, so the express lanes are open. That was just below Jonesboro Road, heading toward McDonough from Stockbridge this afternoon. We've had 2 crashes on the west side perimeter. One's on the shoulder, 285 southbound at Langford Parkway, exit 5. The other one, hopefully out of that work zone on 285 north at Cascade Road. Still rugged between Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, Doraville, and Tucker across the inner loop of the perimeter. Worst of that's going to be leaving I-85 down to the Stone Mountain Freeway. How's it rolling into Midtown, downtown Atlanta now, Chip Canales?
The volume's really starting to jam it up in South Atlanta right now. 75, 85 northbound, starting around Cleveland Avenue on both 85 and 75. You're on and off the brakes. The heaviest part about it is over in I-20. And once you get past that, it's on and off the brakes until you reach around 10th Street. Then it's an easy ride out of Midtown. A next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies and very warm this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures will still be in the upper 80s at that time and slowly cooling into the mid to upper 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms with the heating of the day, high 89. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy skies, morning lows in the mid 60s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons. Saturday, Sunday, and into the holiday on Monday, mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
Right now it's 88 in Noonan, 89 in Midtown Atlanta, 85 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
So, how much did they raise the price of your termite bond renewal this time? Switch to Breda Pest Management and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
No hot water, leak, or clog slowing you down? At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and reliable plumbing repairs. Bring comfort back to your home. Local folks, straight answers. Powered by Ace Hardware. MoncriefAir.com.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
The attorneys at Steel Horse Law meet directly with you. SteelHorseLaw.com.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot! At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
So, the Kentucky, I was trying to figure this out because their polls have closed. Are they the only state that closes their polls at 6?
Let me check on that. I feel like there's 2 other ones, but I'll double check.
So I guess part of Kentucky is in the Eastern time zone, and that is Massey's district. So that's why he's closed. But part of Kentucky is still voting because they're on Central Time, and that'll be 6 o'clock for them as well. But 6 overall just seems like a very early. Do they have a very strong, like, poll workers union or something? We want to be home by 8.
I've got a pot roast in the oven.
It's just Kentucky and Indiana.
Yep. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Indiana makes sense.
Why?
Because
Yeah,
you just
they suck.
figure in Indiana, they're like, well, we got to get home and make sure we're there with the family.
Corn needs picking.
It's as high as a pig's eye.
Well, yeah, I think I know a little more about Indiana than I really do about the state of Kentucky. I know the Kentucky Derby. I know that Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, was from Louisville. And I know about Louisville. And I know about
Norma Lee.
Oh, yeah. Great
Singer.
pop singer from
You know about
Kentucky.
the baseball bat?
I know about the Slugger, but that's still under the umbrella of Louisville.
Bourbon.
Oh, yeah, the Bourbon
yeah,
Trail.
Okay, we're finding more.
Bourbon Trail is a
But
blast.
I'm just saying, when I think of Kentucky, because I go to visit my brother-in-law sometimes in Dayton, and we do that the little slice of Kentucky right by Cincinnati, go over that bridge into Ohio, whatever part of that is, whatever that is. I'm familiar with that. But like there's a large part of the state, I'm like, I don't know what they do there. I guess they have bluegrass, right?
Yeah.
What about the Red River
bands?
What about the Red River Gorge? They're known for that.
Oh, okay. Never been there.
In the Mammoth Cave National Park.
Listen, if I'm going to go see stuff like that, I'm going to go to Chattanooga. It's closer.
KFC?
Too commercial there.
There you go.
Chattanooga.
Well, of course, KFC. Although, isn't it weird that for years, Kentucky... Now, I know that they stopped calling themselves Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they went to KFC, which if I was the governor of the state would have upset me. Because that was right now, you like that chicken? You're gonna like our state. Come visit our ruby red whatever. The Ruby
Red River
Come
Gorge.
visit my ruby red cave.
Ruby red hole.
But when they went to KFC, the K still stood for Kentucky. But for years they used "Sweet Home Alabama" as their song,
that was
which
weird,
always
yeah.
confused me.
What are you going to use? Blue Moon of Kentucky?
Yeah, something. But I think what they did.
Eat our chicken.
But I think what corporate people know and what marketing people know is, for the most part, most people are kind of dim. So once they changed it to KFC for a couple of years, it probably most people didn't know what the K stood for. So we can go with "Sweet Home Alabama."
What about Kentucky Rain? Elvis Presley.
Kentucky Rain is a good song.
I think it was his last charting single.
Oh, was it?
Well,
And
when he was alive.
Neil Diamond had "Kentucky Woman,"
Yeah.
great song.
Kentucky woman.
You got Kentucky.
She wants to know.
Kentucky Headhunters.
My Old Kentucky Home by Stephen Foster.
Great song.
Don't remember.
Not as good as "Kentucky Woman" by Neil Diamond.
From the Kentucky coal mines to the California sun.
Okay,
there you go.
That's a reference.
Chris Christopherson song.
That's a reference. There's a lot of Kentucky. The drummer from Talking Heads is from Kentucky.
Oh, I
That
thought his name was
surprised me.
Kentucky.
That surprised me. You didn't expect anybody.
Brittany Cartwright from Vanderpump Rules. She's from Kentucky.
We have to have a president from Kentucky?
I don't think so.
Does Lincoln count?
No, he's Illinois.
I know he's from Illinois, but he was born in Kentucky, wasn't he?
Was he?
Was
I thought it was Tennessee.
Tennessee? I thought he was born in Kentucky. Where was he
Oh,
born?
boy.
Listen, it's been a... Thank you. The host is always
Well, there you
right.
go. We have one president.
Another Kentucky.
Well, he was born in Kentucky, but he was he was in Illinois.
Still from there.
I'm from Kentucky.
All of this is to say that I was just looking at some maps on CNN, and I know that it's early, and obviously a lot of the state. I mean, well, no, his district is in, but the different areas of the district, and I don't know if it's starting out with areas where the other guy would be more popular, but the numbers weren't looking strong. Like there's a couple of places the other guy's beating Massey by like 20. Now it might be that there's one county, right?
Yeah,
that's
where all the votes
where everything
are.
matters. I have no idea, but I have a sneaking suspicion Massey's going to lose.
We have about 4,500 votes in, and the other guy, Ed Gallarain, is up 55.3% to Massey's 44.7.
So and we don't know. Are we getting districts in that are going to be MAGA friendly or
4% is in right now. So.
That's kind of strange. What happened in Louisiana over the weekend? They knocked off a senator with a primary challenger.
Was that Cassidy?
It was some guy that went against
Senator Bill Cassidy.
Yeah, he voted against. He voted.
He
to
was the one that
convict.
got wrapped up with Kimmel a few years ago when Kimmel's son was born with that medical problem, and he was complaining about it. Remember, Bill Cassidy went on the Kimmel show and said, "We're going to do some sort of legislation." That's why I know who Bill Cassidy is. I believe he's a doctor.
Trump, and he doesn't like Trump, so that's why they primaried him.
Well, you can't be in the Republican Party.
Wasn't he part of the Partridge Family?
He was.
Yes. Yes,
he and
he
Reuben
was.
Kincaid were lovers.
That was his son, David Cassidy. Come on.
Oh.
We all know David Cassidy was the son of Jack Cassidy, who was
born
the
in
actual,
Kentucky.
Yes, and actually the husband of Shirley Jones.
Yes, and Sean
And he would
Cassidy.
show up. He would show up in the Partridge Family from time to time. Not Bill.
Jack Cassidy.
Jack Cassidy. Didn't he sing The Love Boat? Am I wrong?
No.
Who sang The Love Boat?
The Love Boat.
Maybe you're right.
I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying
you
I am.
You didn't acknowledge Sean Cassidy.
Sean Cassidy was David Cassidy's little brother. He had a moment,
Yeah.
and then he turned into a
Half
television director.
Yes.
And
is it Okay, so I have no idea. Is it the Love Boat theme?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Jack Jones.
Jack
Jones, who
The
was
Love Boat?
I'm just I don't know.
now
Is
was he the
Love Boat?
did Shirley Jones marry him after Jack Cassidy?
Gosh, I don't know. The lore when it comes to Shirley Jones sort of.
Yeah, I thought you were.
loses
I
its
thought you were
luster.
the Shirley Jones expert on
Listen,
this.
I love the music, man.
You know,
She's
ask
so
you anything
beautiful.
about Bonaducci, you
Grandpa's
know
boy.
Of Jack Jones's
Love
6
Grandma's boy.
wives.
Jack Jones's 6 wives.
Surely not one of them.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, there was a roundabout conversation that went nowhere.
Man, what about?
I think what I meant to say was I think Thomas Massey's going to lose.
Does Susan Day have anything to do with Thomas Massey
Oh,
losing?
was I in love with Susan Day?
30-something, man.
Who's
She
Susan
grew
Day?
up.
Susan Day is the
The older sister on the Partridge Family.
Oh.
yeah. She was in a law show.
L.A. Law.
L.A.
Yes,
Law.
I loved
later
LA
on.
Law.
But right after the Partridge Family, she was in a movie, and I can't remember what it was called. I just remember that Cat Stevens did all the music for it, and it was about. And I was a teenager when this movie was on what was called Showcase then, because we didn't have HBO. We had this thing called Showcase, and so I saw it in the late set, like '79, and I was in love with Susan Day. You know, as a kid, I was in love with her. And this was like some movie about a college love affair or whatever. Anyway, the point is, I was like 15, and then there was a scene where she was topless, and I thought I was going to lose my mind.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Thought I was going to lose my mind.
You saw those
Isn't it funny how that is? Like when you are younger like that and you do see some like,
Yeah.
boobage,
like,
you know, you're like,
what?
What?
I told my mom, I need a plane ticket. I want to move to Los Angeles. I think I know who my wife is going to be.
I'll run into her somewhere.
And
I
she
know
said,
it.
calm down.
You
son."
realize that girl was from the bluegrass state. She's from Kentucky.
Is she?
Turns out she is.
Is that true? No, I know. If that would have been true, we would have actually tied that ridiculous conversation
Jared, you
into
should
a
have just
bow.
gone for it. Listen, Eric doesn't have much time left on this earth.
That's
Let
right.
him believe something.
Just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah.
That's all.
She's from Kentucky.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I think Massey's going to lose. Smiler Mark says there's a travel advisory on 85 in northeast Atlanta.
Fortunately, it was short-lived. We watched fire rescue move out of the 2 left lanes a few minutes ago, 85 southbound, right before the MARTA overpass, Peachtree Street overpass here in northeast Atlanta. Unfortunately, that has done damage to 400 out of Buckhead, slow leaving Lennox Road, and 85's a struggle out of Brookhaven at North Druid Hills. Up ahead, you're not out of the woods as stalls in the left center lane of 85 southbound past 17th Street. Northbound connector still quite the struggle from Langford Parkway up to I-20. What's left over on 285, Chip Canellis?
Starting to get easier as you're leaving Sandy Springs into Dunwoody, I-285 eastbound. The inner loop, you're still dealing with a little bit of volume as you're making your way towards Buford Highway. Once you get over to I-285, I-85 over in Doraville, really starts picking back up. You're on and off the brakes until you reach a Memorial Drive. Then it's a smooth sailing, making your way over to I-20. This report is sponsored by Staples. It's Staples' 40th anniversary, and they've got deals worth celebrating. Now through May 23rd, enjoy up to 50% off. Save on paper, chairs, custom print, balloons, and more. Staples. That was easy. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustell.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Today is Election Day. Stay tuned to 95.5 WSB throughout Election Day for the latest. And once the polls close at 7 p.m., join us live till midnight with the latest results, the potential runoffs, and live results from all over Atlanta, reports from all over the state. Then come back Wednesday morning at 5 for What's Next with Atlanta's Morning News, your 2026 election station, 95.5 WSB.
How is your roof holding up after all this heavy rain recently? After storms like that, think of Findlay first. The roof guys. Extreme weather can really challenge your roof. Schedule a Findlay Roofing free roof analysis, findlayroofing.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Switch your termite protection to Breda, and your rate is locked in for 10 years. And Breda is proud to sponsor Scotts Lakes, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs. Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
If you had an encounter with the police and feel like you've been treated unfairly, George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. George will guide you through the legal system and work to get your charges dismissed. DUI? Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free. Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-million and SweetJames.com.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot! At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com. Don't look at me like that, Jared Yamamoto.
It's your choice.
It is my choice.
Sometimes it's nice to have, multiple screens to look at.
Yeah, I'm finding that I don't really need them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's for when I'm not at work.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim Andrews came by and built me a goon cave. He said,
That's
listen,
right.
bring it, pro.
I'll build you a custom goon cave. Call 1-800-GOON-CAVE.
I was wondering
Results right in the cave.
You'll have results
Free
before
bucket.
I leave.
I was wondering why you were gone those couple days there, Tim.
I was
It makes
installing
sense.
goon caves from Zebulon to Americus.
That is correct. I always thought Zebulon. It sounds like a planet that aliens would
Yeah,
come.
well,
This doesn't
they
sound
did.
like a
They landed
southern.
there and-
This is like a quaint southern town.
Zebulon.
I think that was in that Bermuda Triangle. Remember that we talked about earlier, the
Oh,
UFO
yeah.
Bermuda Triangle?
Oh, down there, is that by Savannah or something?
No, it's Troup County and Heard County. So LaGrange, Georgia, we had pulled the story up before. 1938. Apparently, somebody saw a UFO in LaGrange.
Oh, okay, so now it's the Bermuda Triangle of
Well,
the
there've been
South?
other sightings since
It
then.
was blue and it spun around.
The Buford Triangle.
And I ran in the house to get my camera. And when I come back out, it gone over the mountain. I still seen the glow.
Sure.
But I didn't see it
That
spinning.
doesn't make much of a picture, just the glow. on the
No,
horizon.
could have been anything like the moon.
Sure. I think it was the moon.
No,
the whole
moon
time.
don't spin.
Depends on your mental state.
Well,
I have seen the moon spin before.
Yes.
The moon wasn't actually spinning, but I have seen the moon spin.
Eric, he can't process all this. So you're giving him too much of a response.
If you add shine to the moon,
Yeah.
sometimes the moon spins.
I see.
Is what I'm saying.
Don't the sun add the shine to the moon?
That's the
he's got
dew.
you there.
That's the dew.
Oh,
The sun adds the dew.
I
to the
knew
moon.
that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have to
I'll
apologize.
take my answer off the air.
Okay.
This is what this guy saw in 1938. In LaGrange, he reported a domed saucer with portholes flying over 1,000 miles per hour in broad daylight.
How did he
How does
know?
he know?
That's going over 1,000 miles an hour.
I can tell because I know.
If you're standing in a field, wouldn't it just be like, vroom?
There it goes. The domed porthole
If it was
spaceship.
going 1,000 miles an hour, do you really think you'd be able to go, do a sketch of it? There's a
Yeah,
dome
you
and there's
see it.
It says here that the reported sightings continued in the 50s, 60s.
Let me tell you something about that
80s.
first one.
What?
That sighting comes from an old, dead liar. You can't be old and dead at the same time. That makes no sense.
Well, your corpse could be old.
That's true.
This
He's old,
All right,
dead.
we got to go. You hear the music?
No, I
No.
don't. I'm deaf.
That's right.
Is that as a
Old,
result?
deaf, dead.
Is that a result of the UFO?
It is, the probing.
They probed your ears.
Well, among
Thanks,
other
man.
holes.
All right, that music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us, we're good people. We do exactly what we're told, and we never talk back. Shelley Winter is up next. Great radio show for you, as usual.
going until midnight.
He's going to midnight. Got all your primary news for
Well, I
you.
got so many pizzas.
He got 2 pizzas he wanted till midnight. Now there's only 1 pizza left.
Uh-oh.
But hey, it's the thought that counts. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.